So I propose that we embrace love, hope, and our affection. Nostalgia is crashing down, a bittersweet burning feeling. 'Cause when I start to look around, home isn't the same way you're leaving. Our memories won't last forever, no loving for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony. Symphony. The night is young, our memories echo inside me. As time is slowly ticking away, I miss the way that we were in harmony. I'm having trouble letting go. I close my eyes and wish you were closer. Now we're like footprints in the snow, slowly fading until it's over. Our memories won't last forever, no loving for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony. Feeling connected, so I propose that we embrace love, hope, and our affection. Nostalgia is crashing down, a bittersweet burning feeling. 'Cause when I start to look around, home isn't the same way you're leaving. Our memories won't last forever, no loving for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony. Symphony. The night is young, our memories echo inside me. As time is slowly ticking away, I miss the way that we were in harmony. I'm having trouble letting go. I close my eyes and wish you were closer. Now we're like footprints in the snow, slowly fading.
Well, hello guys, welcome back to another amazing day. Well, this is going to be the Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2 of VALORANT, and our execution partner is LA Gamers. And eventually, along with that, guys, I would like to tell you this whole event is powered by Gamdias.in. All the amazing PC cabinets and other components from PC can be utilized from that particular website, so go ahead and check it out. Meanwhile, we dive into the action of VALORANT. Well, I'm Raider. Along with me, we do have Start Clashing and all the rest.
Well, indeed, Raider. It is going to be a great day, and it is a great morning indeed. We were even talking this backstage, like we are about to witness some great Valorant matches, and we do have
Hmm.
some great maps as well. We are starting the day off
Yeah,
with a game on Lotus, and it is one of my favorite, my personal favorite maps. So I am really
even me too.
excited to
Yeah.
see how these teams are gonna play this out, and semi-finale number one is going to be a BO3 series. So let's see if it is going to be a 2-0 or a 2-1 scoreline.
Well, I think yeah, that is going to be pretty interesting to watch. As you rightly called it out, it's a BO3 equation, and there is no double elimination bracket. That means, guys, the teams known as Amigos Esports and Nanoru, sorry, these two teams have got just one single chance. It's a BO3 that they're going to fight for. They have maps like Lotus, Icebergs, and Bind that they're going to play. No Heaven, no Ancient, no other maps like Abyss and stuff like that. So obviously these three maps are going to be fun to watch. But with that, we dive into the agent select screen where the interesting agents are going to get logged in. The compositions that is usual, it is going to be the compositions of a KJ coming as a sentinel. Then you might have a breach or a gecko to play with in terms of initiator. The duelist can be Raze and Jet as well. Reina, I don't know, in competitive has not been preferred a lot. In eventually the rank matches, we get to see a lot of Reina picks, but eventually in this scenario, I think Reina is not going to be a viable option, and that's exactly what is going to happen. As we can see, we have Amigos Esports. I just yesterday was able to cast them. Of course, it was another Valorant action that was going on, but eventually today they are here as an attacker, and I can already kind of predict the result, guys. It is going to be Amigos Esports who's going to win. That's for sure.
You are quite certain about this. But as for the agent selection, Raider, we can see Rage being opt-in from both the sides. We do know how good that agent is on this map of Lotus. We all know how viable that paint shell can be, especially if you pair it with some of Breach's stun, or maybe with let's say Clove's vulnerable. That paint shell can annihilate the whole opponent lineup. But yeah, let's see
Yeah.
how it is going to play out, because this is going to be the very first round of this game number one. And as Raider
Mhm.
already said, Amigos Esports, they are a really good team.
I mean, just yesterday I was able to get to see them, how beautiful they are and how effective they are in this exact map of Lotus. So I can clearly see what they can do. I think the predictable scoreline could be somewhere around 13-5 or at max 13-7. That's what I'm expecting in the hands of Team Amigos. And going far in this particular equation, I would like to say Amigos can easily get this whole equation in the name as well. And as you can start to see that Xeon gets two, Kinola gets one, and that was the headhunter that is popping off at this point, and they're now hunting for the other players. Look at them swinging in the water, but this time Gaga gets one. Ginola instantaneously gets a trade. Now the last man standing is going to be no joke. He's the only wolf who is surviving. Can he? Can he do something mesmerizing? That's what you want to know. And look at them; they're not even keen on planting. It's like they know that they have already done the job. They're hunting for the last one, and if they get it, that's very good. Now, finally, they're going to go for a plant, but Nico is going to sum it up. It's basically a near flawless round coming in the favor of Amigos Esports, as Pura had nothing to offer.
Well, indeed, it was, and it was an annihilation as we were talking about, and it is quite clear, Raider, that you were right up to a point. The way they have annihilated the whole lineup of Pura, the way they were just running wild, getting all those fracks, and that aim. Every shot that these guys are taking is connecting to either head or on the body of their opponent. But yeah, let's see how it
Yeah.
is gonna play out, because Ginola, he is on that rage, and he's an extremely good duelist. There you go, Omen with a TP carrying the spike with him. So they are backstab. These players are trying to backstab them at
Wow.
this moment from bomb side B, but that chamber is in for a treat. He can get some really good frags, but he
Spike
is in a
planted.
sandwich situation from both the sides. Finally, Gaga. Gaga is the only one who got a frag in the previous round, and he still got another frag. So he's the only one from the side of Pura with frags, and he's the only one who got all two frags that the team could manage to take until this point. But with this, Amigos Esports, they're gonna easily get this round on board. and it is going to be a 0-2 score line favoring Amigos.
Yeah, 2-0 already in the favor of Amigos Esports. Now they're marching in with a good victory in the name. All they need to do is just get 2 more rounds so that they can build that pressure onto their opponent. And trust me guys, Lotus is not the map that you want to lose, but obviously it's an attack-oriented map, so it's kind of justified why these guys from Pura Nonuru are actually on the back foot, because obviously it's an attack-oriented map, so you kind of feel that the attacking team is going to have that upper hand. It's a big map. Rotation is a very crucial part in this particular map, and as a defender you can't really relocate a lot. Cypher is going to be a very good sentinel which can anchor the side, but then again we have seen the Cypher failing in this map a lot. Oh, look at that beautiful stun, and after that Sarix completely jumping out of the traps. No tripwire were effective at that point, but Mystic X is going to get one. With the Phantom, the Recon Phantom, this guy is moving in. The plant has to be done. Here comes one more casualty for the team known as Pura. Dark Bandit has been slayed. Mystic X still finding some values. Slipping Jimmy gets one. On the bonus buy, Amigos Esports are definitely getting hurt. But as we can see, it's basically a 1v2 equation. And this guy on a sheriff, just on point. And look at him. What's Slipping Jimmy? What was that?
It's a shame.
Message Pay, Ginola completely whipped that on that corner. But finally, they were able to convert it. And now it's a 3-0. They are going to have that full buy. But on the hindsight, Pura will be crippled in terms of their buy.
For sure. That was a bonus round for Team Amigos Esports. Still, they somehow managed to, figure this out and somehow managed to get that round on board. But I must say, Raider, with a neon like that, there's no Cypher that can, that can stop the team of Amigos Esports. The way that Neon was dodging all those trip wires and the way she got that Cypher, it was phenomenal. But let's see how this is gonna play out, because Team Pura, they are indeed trying their level best. There was only a single man standing in the previous round too, but this is not a buy round for them. They are on a eco. On the other hand, Amigos Esports, they do have a pretty good buy. Jimmy gets Shera, that too with a Bucky, but Cyrex is gonna get Gaga. They do have bomb site A, and they're still not planting. They are hunting the opponent down. They have nothing to do with planting the spike. And mistake. Yeah, he's gonna convert a frag, but it's a 2v3. Amigos Esports needs to be a little careful.
Last player standing.
Oh, this is not good. Mystic X is completely changing the tides, as he is getting some good picks right now. But obviously he's going to spot. He's going to pick it up away. Now this is the moment where Mystic can retaliate, but that is just not going to happen. The last man standing, he has to get it done, and he did. But is there enough time? That's what we want to know right now, guys. I think yes. Oh no, the time is not that much. Let's see if it is a possibility of a defusal getting done and dusted. Yes, I think it's possible now. Okay, finally a good round coming in, all thanks to Mystic X, because the way he played on a Clove. I know he's a controller, but indeed he controlled the whole map.
Indeed he did, and he did control the trajectory of the round as well. I must say, Raider, I think Amigos Esports, they were a little bit hasty in that round. That was the reason they lost. They were just running, trying to hunt down all the players. They could have just hold it on the side, or they could have planted a bit sooner, because they took a lot of time in planting that spike, and that is why that Cypher had plenty of time while using it. Let's see, this is going to be the 5th round of this game. Number 1, it's a 1-3 score line. There's an agent holding on the close left. Cyrex completely missed Jimmy, and Jimmy gets 2. Second one with his ultimate. He's very low, and there you go. He's gonna go down through that ball bank. It's a 3-on-3 equation where is Gaga is on a pretty low HP. I guess. Yeah, he's barely surviving. Oh, not Gaga. It is Amigos Esports Breach. Let's see how they're gonna figure this out, because their Breach is barely surviving a single bullet in, and he's gonna go out.
That's a good comp.
Where is everyone?
No, this is troublesome. Amigos, the way they were rolling in, they had a lot of amount of advantages against their opponent, but lately we can see them crumbling down. It's all because of their overcommitment that happened in the previous round. The motivation factor is running low, and Mystic X is fortunately the last man standing. Why did I say fortunately? Because of the fact that he can clutch. He has got that potential. He might replicate that once again. Showstopper is already wasted. I mean, not wasted, but at the end being utilized already. So it's like Mystic X, the only option that these guys have got is basically taking that 1-on-1 competition, in which Mystic is actually quite on point. But look at that, Mystic still finds Ginola. Xeon was able to retaliate, but finally Amigos Esports is going to open up once again. They will get their fourth round in their name. 5 rounds done and dusted. Just one from Pura, but they need to get like 5 rounds at the end of this defensive half of their own. And if they get those 5 rounds in their name, I think they will be at a beneficial spot. But let's see if they can really pull through. Really want to know how the
Well,
game
let's
goes
see.
on from here because competition looks good. And as we can see, Zion is the top fragger. The Sentinel and the controller from the other team are top fragging. But of course, is the attacking hub for Team Amigos. So I think Genola and Cyrex, they need to pull off.
Well, the economy of Pura is not in a good shape. It's in a pretty bad shape, to be very honest. But there you go. There goes Jimmy. Well, Jimmy, you cannot, get all the frags from being on the same position every single round. But the site has already been obliterated. Oh, Bandit can get a frag. No, Bandit has no idea about this Neon, and this Neon, she's
Wow.
already going all out. Nico, they've already got bomb site C as well. Mistake is in a
remaining.
quite odd position, and I don't know how long he can survive. Bandit goes down.
Always.
Mystic gets Ginola with a sheriff. Well, Mystic is the
Yeah.
only one holding up for this team.
Yeah, he's the one who's popping off. Oh,
One
look at
enemy
him with the
remaining.
only Phantom gets 3. My, that's bad. Okay, finally a trade fire coming in from Nico. He was able to swing from B main, which was kind of unexpected, and that's
Time to
exactly why
take these
Mystic got
arms
taken
for a
down.
spin.
Because usually I expect that if the 3 individuals from the opponent team has been taken down and it's a 1v1 fight, the other guy is going to hold off C where the spike is planted. But this guy was actually on the B mains, which was pretty much not expected for Mystic X. Now that's a big troublesome equation for Amigos because everything that they're doing is working out except whenever they face off Mystic X. Because at that point, they are just completely getting shattered. I mean, yes, this team is playing without an IGL right now, so that's a very big key factor because this is a newly formed team and this is just the second IP that they're fighting for. So I think, yes, it is kind of justified that you might feel that you are going to get taken away, you are going to get shattered in a whole equation, but then again, you need to pull through, you need to fight back, and I feel this team is meant to do that. Shera finds his second frag throughout the
One
whole game
enemy
right
remaining.
now. In 7 rounds, this guy is actually on 2 frags, but still the team is valuable because of the fact that Cyrex and Ginola along with them eventually, even the Sentinel, that chamber is working out in a very good way. That's Sion if I'm not wrong. So all the other individuals, they are phenomenal. It's like the Omen didn't even is not even required to like perform in that hasty way because of the fact that he's a controller. He can stay back, he can put some smokes, he can put some paranoia, he can use the shuttle step so that he can confuse his opponents, but there is no need for going all in, going all aggressive. But yeah, guys, all said and done, it's already a 6-1 scoreline. I think, yes, there are certain technical difficulties that might come through, but what a good victory, what a good lead from Amigos.
For sure, what a great victory! Actually, what a great lead because it's a 1-6 lead, and they do have the whole match favoring them as of now.
Yeah.
The way they are getting all the frags, and as we were discussing about that Omen, sometimes Valorant is not only about frags, right? We both know that.
Yeah.
Like, look at Dank, the Bandit. Although he needs to get some frags because his team is far back. As for Mystics, he took a tech pause for the time being, and look at that, he's the only one from his whole team sitting on a double-digit frag number. On the other hand, we have
Mhm.
Zion with 12 frags, that too with a chamber. It's a Sentinel agent, but still he's doing so good that he is the top fragger of this whole lobby. Then we have Ginola. Ginola is doing really good. The way he's using those paint shells, the way he's using Rage's ultimate, and so is Cyrex. Cyrex is just going in, making the way for the whole team, and every single time there's no one stopping him.
Honestly, I have no doubts in what Amigos are capable of, but the fact that they don't have an IGL obviously is going to put them in a tricky spot. Even yesterday, I got to see the same exact thing when they were attacking. They were quite good. They had a scoreline of 8-4 in that IP, and currently in this one, it feels like they can have a scoreline of at least a 10-2 scoreline because of the fact that it's only Mystic X who is doing the damage. If you see, he's the guy who is getting the effective picks. He's the guy who is delivering it all out. And now he has been reconnected, so he's going to purchase. Yes, there is a half shield and a Vandal coming in. A hero buy will be there from Mystic X because of the fact that he was already getting all those strikes. He can go for that scenario. Okay, switching some weapons. Now he has decided to go with a half shield and a bulldog. But from the other side, we have a lot of phantoms and a lot of vandals coming through. They have no issues, they have no problems in purchasing all of that, because look at them. Even after purchasing those full buys and fully loaded utils, they still have 5,000 plus threads in their favor in each individual player's corner. So they can easily reinvest in 1 or 2 rounds more. But Ginola finds the opening, gets one, instantaneously gets traded off.
One
But
enemy
Sheila,
remaining.
he has been compromised. Ginola has been compromised. And finally, where is Mystic? Oh, Mystic has also been slayed. The last man standing is going to be that guy known as Mojo. I think it's a Cypher that we are talking about. And he is approaching from the B mains.
And it is a 3v1, so I'm not sure if he can this situation. He's gonna go for a save, maybe waiting for frags. Yes, indeed, he's waiting for some exit frags. The spike has already been planted. No joke, is gonna get one. He gets the second one. No, needs to back off. That blind was so good. Oh, no idea that he is in a pretty good shape, but no. Nico is gonna go in with a single sheriff headshot. He gets that frag as well, and it's a 1-7 scoreline now. Raider, it's a pretty much one-sided game as of now. I don't know, maybe you know, once they switch sides, maybe you know, they can try to come back. But for that, they'll at least have to you know, come with a scoreline of 8-4 or maybe with a 9-3. With a scoreline of 11-1, I don't think there's even a slight chance of comeback against a team like Amigos Esports.
See, so far, Amigos, as you're talking about the second half, I would like to just put in this fact that Amigos so far has not even lost a single pistol round. I think that is one big statement coming in from Amigos. Of course, there are certain overcommitments that they are making right now because they are having fun. This is the semis and this is the very first map, so you don't have that kind of pressure on your head that you might get eliminated from this spot. If they lose the first map, I think that A-game, that calculations, all of that is going to queue in. But even before that, I don't see that calculation being delivered. But what was that shit? You had no idea that there is a tripwire activated and he gets shattered due to that. We have the Rolling Thunder available, but from the other corner we have our counter Rolling Thunder. But no, the breach gets down. Where's the spike? Oh, it's actually at C. Mystic X is the man standing right now. He can deliver, and he did.
Spike down,
There you go.
C.
The spike carrier has been killed. It all trickles down to Ginola fighting against Mystic X. Here comes a revolving door. Now Mystic is going to get all the info that he needs. That yes, there is a player rotating from the B side to the C. And he's holding off a very good angle. Look at him going for a hard peek, clarifying the corners. His position is pretty much evident at this point. I think this is a round out of their hand. And yes, that's exactly what the case is. Mystic is going to put an end to the reign of terror from Team Amigos. Whatever they tried, whatever they did, it all went wrong once they decided to go in a bifurcated approach. Like 2 people were approaching A mains, other 3 went on C, and every single individual got taken down out there.
You know, the breach from the side of Amigos Esports, I think Raider, he made a mistake. He could have easily taken down Mystic X when he had the chance. Mystic was not even looking at him. His you know, his view is on the left side. He was holding on to the right side, but still, you know, that reflection, that amazing aim coming up from the side. Oh, dang, the bandit. Cyrex, well, Cyrex running wild cannot get you all the frags every single
down
time.
A.
Gaga gets Shera, Ginola gets Gaga, so, but still, it's a very good start of the round from the side of Pura for the very first time. They are the ones in the man advantage. It's a 3v2, and Amigos Esports, they still have the spike to plant. Okay, maybe they are heading towards bomb side B, maybe
Last player standing.
Mistake. Oh, Zion gets taken down, and now it's all down to this last man. Jimmy is gonna finish him off, and with this, is it the beginning of a comeback, Raider? It's a 3-7. If they can get yet another 2 rounds, it could be a 5-7 scoreline.
And that's the ideal scoreline in any attack-oriented map, to be honest. So yes, I would like to agree on the fact that if there is a possibility that these guys bring in a scoreline of 7-5, that would be tremendous for them. That will be a big upper hand in their favor. And talking about the next upcoming maps, guys, I would like to tell you that the next map is going to be Icebox, which is yet another attack-oriented map. Obviously, it's like 52.3% attack orientation, so it's not that attack heavy. But then again, if you are a little bit good at your attack, you can easily get a lot of value in that map of Icebox. But obviously, we'll come to that in the next phase. But for now, what we need to know is how the competition is going to alarm this equation out. But no, Shera, good shouted step utilization. He TPs onto the top of that box and eventually shuts down the Cypher, which was anchoring the whole side. And from there, the action starts once again. A bit of overcommitment. Finds one, so will he get
One
two?
enemy
Yes, indeed, he
remaining.
gets two. The Prowler is going to hunt him. But with the judge, Inola is going to judge this round away. This was an economical round in a manner where they didn't
Last
have a lot of
round
buy.
in the half.
I mean, they were able to invest, but then again, they were looking a bit crunchy in terms of their utils. Finally, they were able to come back even stronger. It's a 8-3 scoreline. Don't bring in the curse. I would like to say 8-4 scoreline might be beneficial for them, just for the sake of not having the curse. Because if there is a 9-3 scoreline, that curse might come through. But obviously, guys, this is just fun to say. If there is a 9-3 scoreline, there will be a massive advantage of 6 big rounds.
Well, I believe that was kind of an statement coming up from the side of Amigos Esports. They've lost 2 rounds in a row, and after that, a complete annihilation. That too with a half buy. You know, they've annihilated the whole team without even, having their hands on those vandals and all their abilities. Mystic still got the very first frag, first blood coming up.
I'm out of here.
It is going to be a bit hasty. Okay, Neon backing off, a good decision. They've still not planted the spike. Mystic goes down. Mystic goes down. Mystic is on the ultimate. Can he can get a
One
frag.
enemy
He's
remaining.
back full time. But Ginola gets a frag with that operator, and Kira is going to finish
Switching
last man
sides.
standing as well. It's a 9-3 scoreline. Raider, if they can win this pistol round, maybe Team Amigos Esports can completely finish off this game in their favor.
It is possible. I have no doubts in that. There is a very big possibility that maybe there is a comeback coming through from the other side as well, from Pura Nonoru. But for that, they need to win the pistol round and then eventually the bonus round as well. And honestly, I have my doubts for that as well, because winning the pistol round is something which is not easy. And looking at the past of what Amigos have offered to their opponents, there is not even a single round that I remember in like past 1 month when Amigos Esports have lost against their opponents in terms of specifically the pistol rounds. It's a newly formed team, but then again, the gunpowder that in these individual players have got, that is something which is obviously going to be beneficial for them. But look at this Tripwire giving up the info. Neon is overcommitting at this point, and the whole B-side access has been delivered. But Ginola,
Spike planted.
he finds the Sentinel. The only Sentinel that you had has been compromised. No backstabs available. Not just that.
One enemy
Beautiful
remaining.
conversions coming through. Look at Sion with the Herd Hunter. He is indeed hunting for the heads. And finally, it's Alex who sums it
I'm
up.
outta
And as I said, no pistol rounds out of the hands of Team Amigos.
Well, and with this pistol round, it is kind of a statement. There's no way you can come back against us. There's no way you can stand against us. Because now it is going to be a buy round from the side of Amigos Esports, and it is going to be yet another pistol round from their opponents. Well, let's see if their opponents can still get a single round. If they can, convert this eco round, this pistol round in a win, then they might stand a chance. But as for Team Amigos Esports, they just need 3 more rounds, just 3 more round wins, and they'll get this whole map win. It is going to be a 1-0 scoreline in the greater perspective in the whole BO3 series.
Obviously, when it comes to BO3, that's what matters the most. What kind of lead you have in a particular map is obviously going to bring you that momentum in your favor. But if you have a big lead, then that is going to be an added advantage. But Nico, he finds one, instantaneously gets traded off. Shera finds one more as well. That's a big blow. It's Mystic who has been taken down. Blind flashes are working at this point. Stun is going to fade with the Prowler. Nothing valuable so far.
One
Maybe
enemy
the other
remaining.
guy is going to find something. Oh, there was a melee equation. I thought maybe he's going to get a melee frag. Didn't happen. But at the same point, you have the last man standing left right now. And he is no joke. The name is no joke, but obviously his survival is actually a joke. He is not going to survive anymore. It was a 1v3 equation against him. And as you can see, guys, 11-3, 1 step away from the match point, 2 step away from their very first victory today at the semis of the Gamdias Challengers Series Season number 2. Execution partner, LA Gamers.
Well, yes, indeed, and what a game it is. What a delight to watch this game, the way Amigos Esports is
Yeah.
playing every single person, and the way Mystic X is denying them every single time. Mystic X, even though his team is not doing so good, even though situation is not favoring them, still that player is sitting on the top, at the top of the ladder, and he is getting some intense frags. And I think the most beautiful frags we have seen today, most of them are from the side of Mystic X. A push coming in, and that rage satchel. Neon did lose a lot of HP. Gaga is holding on a pretty good position, but a good blind from the side of Nico, and an amazing follow-up frag as well. Mistake is running forward from side. Oh, there could be a face-off.
One enemy remaining.
Glove versus Shera, and Shera is gonna get this one. Shera, once again, no joke, the last man standing, and he did lost a lot of his HP, but he's still in the game with only 40 HPs. Yeah, this clears on both the sides. There could be a good frag coming up from the side of this breach. This is going to be really easy for Cyrex as well. And there you go. They are on the match point. Amigos Esports.
Match point.
They've completely annihilated Pura at this point.
Well, Pura, no, nothing to offer from their corner. Nothing to be effective. Nothing to be valuable at this point. They're failing in so many rounds, and it's an attack-oriented map. And even after that, we have not yet seen even a single round. To be honest, the buy is not even coming. They lost the pistol. They lost the bonus. Eventually, they lost the full buy as well. So I think, yes, it is pretty evident what is going to be the result of this equation, guys. I was expecting at max a scoreline of 13-7. I think it is going to end at 13-3 itself. That's a very big possibility. Xeon finds one. It's going to be Slippy Jimmy. But not just that. But Xeon finds two more. Nico and Zarex, look at them summing the whole equation up of this 15th round. Sorry, 16th round to be precise. In just a span of, if I'm not wrong, mere 10 seconds. As soon as the round got started, we were able to see the whole end of the equation. Two guys peeked onto the B mains and eventually they got shattered. One guy peeked onto C, he got shattered. Two other peeked onto the spawn, they also got compromised. What a beautiful way to win a particular equation. Amigos Esports, they are heading in a tall equation. Now what they need to do is just win the icebox so that they can have that 2-0 equation in their favor and finally be the very first finalist of this equation of Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2.
Well, let's see. Let's wait and watch. Because Raider, you did told us, told us all that Amigos Esports is winning this whole BO3 series, and it is coming true, right? The way they have annihilated their opponents in this game. Number one, it's a 13-3 score line, and I think those 3 rounds that they have lost. They lost because of their own mistakes, their own hastiness.
Exactly.
But let's see what they're gonna do in the map of Icebox.
Well, yeah, guys, with that, we'll take a short break, and after that, we'll bring the ice box. So stay tuned and make sure to check out the cabinets coming in from Gamdias. We'll be back shortly. Alright, folks, as promised, after a quick short break, yes, we are once again back at the premium desk of Gamdias Challenges Series number 2. Execution partner LA Gamers. I'm Raider. With me, we do have Star Clashing on the desk as well. We started off on a very good note, specifically for Amigos Esports. For Pura, not so good to be honest. Their start has never not been good. Now, the next map of Icebergs can be a little bit more beneficial for them, and we are here to watch that. And there you guys. With that, we have the Agent Select screen also coming on our faces, and Amigos, they will be defending, and attackers will be, of course, Pura Nonuru. Now, the question would be, what is their competition? Viper After the recent nerfs, I don't think so. It's going to be a very wise choice, but let's have a look.
Let's see. It is team Amigos you're facing, so you'll have to be very careful about that as well. Maybe he's
Yeah.
playing on Viper because of the lineups, because we all know Viper lineups can change the game, especially when you're on the defending side. Cyrex is picking Viper. What? He was on a Neon in the previous game, and he's completely switching his play style from a duelist to a controller. I don't know how wise this choice is gonna be, but we do have Sova on the both sides. Mystic X is on a Gecko. Mystic X was doing wonder with that claw, but let's see how he's gonna play with that Gecko. Yet another very good agent. I love Gecko, especially because of his abilities, the way he can blind, he can plant, he can diffuse, he can pretty much do every
Yeah.
single thing required. But yeah, let's see. This is going to be the map of Icebox. Amigos Esports, they have dominated their opponent on the map of Lotus. If they can do the same thing on the map of Icebox and Raider, it is going to be it for number 1.
Of course, I mean, the semi-finals one will be over with that equation if there is a 2-0 equation in this map of Icebox, and I think it's pretty much possible, but let's just wait and watch and see what Mystics and the other players needs to offer and what they have really in their capable hands to offer. Slipping Jimmy on Raze was not that effective in the previous round. Yes, it was the controller Mystic X, which was absolutely amazing and on point. Now, the defense on A looks good. We have three individuals stacking up the A side, and eventually is the Jet. We have the Sova. Along with that, even the Reina is out there. Reina into the picture is also pretty interesting for me because in competitive we don't get to see a lot of Reina picks, but eventually the Leer can be beneficial. Initial Haunt, the infos from the Shock Dart and the Recon Dart is also going to be available, but look
Spike
at that on
down
A belt.
A.
We get to see already a very initial early
One
casualty
enemy
coming
remaining.
through. Not just him, but eventually Nico gets a 2K as well on Reina. And the last man standing, where is he? He's a Sentinel. And it is the KJ that we are talking about. Flawless. Wow.
This is Amigos Esports Raider, and I think they are in the best shape
Yeah.
because they are already in a 1-0 lead. So I do believe they're gonna highlight Pura once more because Looters was just a starter. It was like a warm-up game for them, but now it is the second game of the day, and the way they have annihilated the whole lineup once again, that was a flawless round indeed. But let's see if we can if they can keep on doing this, and maybe there's a slight bit of chance that Pura can still come back in the second round. We have seen so many times teams, coming back in the second round, even though they are on the pistol, still annihilating the opponent with a buy. So if they can do that, there might be a chance. Oh, Jimmy entering. Oh, he can get a frag. Yes, indeed, he can. But Mystic X is going to take Shera down. A very good side entry coming up from the side of Pura, and now it's going to be a 3v4 retake.
Here comes the backstab. Cyrix finds one. It's no joke who has been compromised. Loves to play on Sentinel, but this time again he is not that effective. Look at that angle. Cyrix finds one more. Snakebite going in. The Gecko is going to be hurt with that, but no, we have from the back and slipping Jimmy. The last man standing, he gets one more. It all trickles down to the last man standing, and it is going to be Ginola on the Sentinel lately. This guy is doing wonders. I mean, when it comes to having that exact composition that they want to play in a competitive scenario, Ginola has now switched his role from a duelist to a sentinel, and as we can clearly see how fruitful he has been on a duelist. In previous map of Lotus, he was playing a Raze, and we got to have a lot of insight of how capable he is on a duelist. Now he's switching up the role and he's playing on a sentinel, which can lurk a lot, which can anchor a side, which can find different variations and angles and permutations into the whole equation. I think in that particular scenario, yes, Ginola is going to be very, very beneficial. And now he's anchoring up the B side. But is there an attack coming on B? Let's see. So far, the attacking team is on a back foot, despite of the fact that this map is attack oriented. So that really settles the course that maybe Pura Nonoru is fighting for the last map in this season 2 of Gamdias Challenger Series.
Let's see. And once again, we can see Amigos Esports. They are again being too hasty. They are again playing on the front foot. Well, they do have that privilege, right? Because they are leading with a 1-0 scoreline, and in this game as well. But this time, Pura, they've got the man advantage. Although that Gecko is barely surviving, maybe on a single. No, so gets the on. Nico gets one. Mystic goes down. But it's a 1v3 situation now. Amigo Esports in a 1v3 retake.
Wow.
Oh! Reina. Spike possession, but little
Oh, the
does she
timing.
Bandit is just waiting for that slight bit of sound, that bit of reassurance, and he'll just peek in, will annihilate you once again. It's a 2-1 scoreline now, and finally a ray of hope coming up for Team Pura.
That's a good round, to be honest. That's a very, very good round coming in. Of course, it was a bonus buy round coming in for the lads of Amigos Esports, and that's exactly where the full buy round for the other guys were pretty much beneficial. But they lost two. Slipping Jimmy and No Joke was taken down, I believe, and eventually the Gecko was also pretty much taken away. So I believe for that same reason, the reinvestments are going to be a bit more tricky for them to deal with. But Reina this time is overstepping her boundaries. Oh, the info has not been revealed. Reina is still catching the players off guard, gets one, but instantaneously gets traded off. Should have not jumped, to be honest. If she would have fighted on the nest, there was a big possibility that she was able to get few more picks. Nico on that particular agent was effective, but not effective enough to completely put away the whole team in a bad spot. There is an Odin
One
spam coming
enemy
through.
remaining.
Oh, there you go. Cyrix finds one. Genola on the other corner with an operator. Shuts one away. Sion gets compromised. It's Slipping Jimmy who's going to get one. Last angle. The last angle got shot down. 3-1 altogether. Beautiful, beautiful turn of events. In the previous round, yes, this team was compromised, but Amigos Esports, as soon as they have the full buy, they're fighting and giving hell to their opponents.
Well, Amigos Esports, they do know that there's nothing stopping them from, from getting this victory. But then again, if they're gonna just underestimate their opponent, Team Pura, then they might have to face a defeat. And they do know that after losing a single round, they're back with their full might, making sure all the angles they're holding are good one, not overcommitting at any point, not overstepping. Again, that's Jet.
Uh-oh.
Sion gets one, gets two,
What?
gets three.
One enemy
Oh, dash! Kinola gets one as well, and now it's all down to the last man. No joke. What was that? Sion is on fire, and as long as I remember, Raider, I think Sion was on a chamber in the previous game.
Yeah, in the previous
And
map.
the
Yeah,
whole
he
team
was on
transitioned. The one playing, I still remember the one playing Neon is now on Viper. The one playing Chamber is now on
Yeah.
Jet. So it's a big transition of of the agents.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the beauty of this team. Amigos Esports, they know every single agent, they know every single type of play that they can establish. A duelist can be a controller can be a duelist every now and then. I think the weakest link that these guys have got after seeing them for like past 5 to 10 days, I think that is going to be Shera. He usually plays on a controller. This time has switched his role and eventually he has gone for the role of an initiator. He has cooled it down in that particular, I guess, equation a lot. But then again, he's a good guy. He's an very effective individual and he can get a lot of values, and we can clearly see it's basically a 3-4 equation. Two ultimates available, Hunter's Fury and the Thrash from Gecko. Let's see if they're going to invest in that. It's a full buy, heavily invested round coming in from Pura Nonoru. Oh, actually it's a compromised round. Previous one was a full buy round, but I cannot see Mystic X with any weapon other than that secondary weapon that was a
down A.
Sheriff probably, or a Classic. No idea about that, but Dank the Bandit is still going to get one. It's Nico who has been compromised. It's 2v3 equation. Still the round can go anywhere, and look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about. Anyone can win out of this equation.
One enemy
Could be
remaining.
Bandit, could be his team, or it could be the other way around. Oh my god, Gaga gets one, but instantaneously a good trade fire coming in with the Gaia Vengeance Vandal. The operator has been shut down. He's going to pick it up so that the chamber is going to utilize it. With that, yes, the lead is still there, and that too, a big one in the favor of one and only Team Amigos Esports.
Well, yes, indeed, and now it's a 5-1. Team Pura, they are losing everything they have. With every single round, they're one step closer to getting out of this tournament. And as Raider, you have already mentioned, this is a do or die. There's no double elimination bracket. That you can come back after losing a BO3. You lose this one, you're completely out of the tournament.
That is going to be tricky for sure. If you lose this one, you're out and about from this Gamdias Challenger Series. But Dying the Bandit, his Hunter's Fury is going to work. But from the other way around, the Hunter Fury was not that effective. The operator shot being missed, but the Odin is not going to miss. This guy was absolutely on par. We all know those 100 bullets are going to hurt a lot. There goes Mystic X down. Slipping Jimmy retaliates with a beautiful Phantom to
One
play with.
enemy remaining.
Now it's basically a
Last
2v1
player
equation,
standing.
and the only one standing over skipping Jimmy gets countered. 6-1 is the scoreline. Obviously, the reinvestments are going to come in from all the 9 members who have been taken down. But the only one which was surviving was that Sova, I believe. Absolutely amazing, absolutely efficient play coming in. And I'm happy to say this now, Shreera is also delivering. As you can see, he's the second fragger from the team, has got 6 amazing frags and 3 assists as well to deliver on an Odin. I think, yes, he is also being very, very lethal onto his opponents. And the predictable scoreline could be somewhere around 13-5, guys, after seeing all of this. Remember, I would like to just put in this fact that Amigos are fighting on a defense side. They're not attackers in this icebox map. They are the defenders, but still the way they are acting, the way they are playing, the way they are being lethal is amazing. But Cyrex becomes the first casualty.
What?
Yes.
What? It's a 4K already. And there you go. It's the ace. And the cage's lockdown gets destroyed as well. Man, what is going on in this game? Amigos Esports, they are in the best shape they could be.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Amazing play coming in. Now, roles have been reversed, but eventually we can see Kinola being the charming individual. That is just on point. Look at him, like putting every single equation out of the hands of the opponent. And with an ace already in his favor, he got a 4K with that, if I'm not wrong, Tour de Force, and eventually got one with the other weapon that he had. So it's pretty interesting. Xeon starts off by using the Blade Storm, gets one. Info has been revealed. Dark Bandit now knows where the player is. Good flash coming through, but he still will deliver. Oh my god, what an individual he is. He was flashed, but he's still effective. He still fights back. Of course, against him it was Mystic, and we all know how fruitful Mystic is
One
also.
enemy remaining.
Flash probably is going to get utilized or not. Let's see if that's the case or not. Last one standing. Guardian versus Guardian action. Oh, Mystic has actually changed his weapon. He is gone for a Vandal now. Gets one. It's a 1v2 equation. Pretty tough to deal with. But
Last
Sova
player
has given up
standing.
his info, and Mystic finds him out. It could be a 4K. It could be a clutch, guys. Let's see if that's a possibility. He needs to
Spike
stop this
planted.
plant to happen. But eventually the plant is done, and here comes the postman scenario. 100 HP versus 58. I think already Reina is on a bad spot.
Well, and Mystic X is already familiar with his location, with his position, because there already has been a face-off between these two. Let's see, Reina moving ahead. Mystic, he does have some idea. He does have
Timing.
some idea, and there you go, a 4K coming in. Well, it was a 5K from the side of Chamber, from the side of Amigos Esports in the previous round, and Mystic gave back the favor with a 4K in the very next round,
Yeah.
and now it's a 7-2 score line. Though the difference is still very big, but these little steps can pave the path for your comeback, can motivate the whole team, the whole lineup, every single player. And if every single player starts playing with this kind of determination, there could be a comeback. Who knows?
I think the only problem start clashing these individuals are having, it's like basically they're taking a good start, but eventually it's just one guy who is doing that. It's just one guy who's putting the efforts, the other few are failing in order to do anything mesmerizing over there. And in terms of that, I think it is Mystic who is delivering it out. Spots one, gets two, Cyrex. Interesting. Usually plays on a duelist, but on a controller, this guy is as effective as you want to see him. Mystic is still out there. Shira finds Dark Bandit. The Bandit has been picked away. No joke, the Sentinel and the Initiator. These two individuals are still surviving and they're still holding the A mains. They're not pushing back, but we have the Viper Spit available. So this ult is obviously stopping anyone to commit.
Oh, No Joke and Mystic X, they both are in a pretty tough spot. Maybe they can save, maybe they can commit. Although committing only means just wasting your lives and your weaponry. Shira.
One enemy remaining.
Shira, let's
down
go.
A.
He still gets Mystic. I thought he's just leaving his position. He's just changing his position. Meanwhile, Cyrex gets No Joke. And it's a 8-2 score line. Well, Pura is constantly trying. The whole lineup is trying, and especially Mystic X. Although Mystic's gameplay has not been on par with his gameplay in the previous round. As he was just he was topping the charts. He was even giving problems to the players of team AES in keeping up with him. But this time he only got a 4K. Apart from that, he's just on 6 kills as of now,
Get
and
out of my way.
he's still finding it really troublesome to get some good frags.
Agree with you. I mean, of course, with respect to the previous round, he was phenomenal. But what is this? Internal, Cyrex finds 2. That too on a very low amount of HP. Pura Nunuru, they are fighting back. This is troublesome. But here comes the Sentinel operator. But it also got turned out in a very bad spot. Viper Spit available. Pura can go ahead and invest that and eventually get the plan done. There comes a backstab. Look at this. Do they have any idea about it? Yes, they do have the idea. And the only ultimate that was available is now out of the hands. It all falls down to the hands of No Joke, and he also gets shattered. What a turn of events. 9-2 already. It is a possibility of 10-2 scoreline as well, guys.
Before the switch.
Because of the pie, it is not going to be valuable. It is not going to be enough, to be honest. The creds are not enough for them to get the full buy and eventually get all those utils. As you can see, the half buy, the half shields are going to queue in, and they have Vandals and Guardians to play with. Mystic is still fighting back with the Guardian. I mean, I know if you have aim, Guardian is one of the most lethal weapon that you can have with the close to no recoil. But then again, you have to tap those keys every now and then so that you can shoot. It's not a AR, it's not an SMG, it's not an automatic weapon. So you need to be on par with that approach as well. As you can see, the players are pushing forward, but here comes No Joke, who is out now, out in a board. Dark the Bandit is going to fight back. Will he spot someone? No, not at all. Got confused with a lot of targets.
Yes, he did spot, I think, 3 at the same time, and he was super confused as in whom to tag, whom to, whom to aim for. But once again, Team Pura, they are making their way in, and that wingman is already planting.
Wow.
Mistake! What? He's moving, getting all those
One
heads
enemy
at the
remaining.
same time. It's a 1-on-2. Oh, it's a 2-on-2. Now it's a 1-on-2. Pura down to the last
that's
man,
nice.
and Cyrex is gonna come up with a 4K. And in every single round, Raider, there's a single person who's setting up the trajectory of the round. Sometimes it's Cyrex, sometimes it's a Chamber, sometimes it is Mistake. But every single time, there's
Switching
one
sides.
single player who's coming up and becoming the star of the team.
I think the beauty of Amigos is their versatility and eventually their coordination as well. Despite the fact that it's a new team, I think the coordination level that they have got is amazing. It's only going to get better if you are going to try hard, if you are going to grind a lot. And the insights that I have got personally from this team, I think, yes, they are on to a very good start and they're looking forward to grind a lot. They're looking forward to set some good markers in the Indian gaming community scene. So I think there is a very big probability that it is going to happen. 10-2 is the scoreline after the 12 rounds gets over. The first half is pretty much done. And now moving on to the second one, I think the pistol round is something which is going to be the eye candy for everybody. Everybody wants to know what happens in the pistol round. And I think the answer would be that yes, one particular team is going to win, and that could be Amigos. The start is not looking that good, not that promising. They have not yet secured a single takedown, but Sova could be the first one. Dark Bandit gets quit tagged. Retaliations are coming in. Gaga finds one slipping Jimmy, gets away Cyrex. Not a very good start, as I said initially. But Nico, he finds one. Oh, Nico gets 2. Dark Bandit has been also put down. The classic in hand. Right clicks. All in. Amazing. Shira finds one more. He's going to go for a plant. The other 3 members are going to secure the whole site. But Gecko, Mystic, you can't put him down that easily. And there comes a knife frag. No, it's not going to happen. This is the first time when this team is going to lose a knife round. Let's wait and watch. Where's the last man standing? Oh, he's coming from the backstab.
Well, that was a big mistake from the side of Xeon. What was he even thinking? Could have easily got that frag. Okay, a recon from Sova. He does know where that Viper is. Both the players are extremely tagged, and look at his position. Little does this Viper know. It's all over. Yes, it's a knife kill from the side of Shera Amigos Esports. Even after so many mistakes coming up from the side of team, even though they have lost 2 players in the early part of the round, but still they have somehow managed to get that round, and it is a piece of cake for them. There's no doubt they are the ones who are going to the grand finals. But the question is there a team that can stop this reign of Amigos Esports?
I mean, for that, I think we need to see what happens in the semifinals too. We need to know who are the RS2 teams, or specifically which particular team is going to go to the finals. If there is a contender who is like synergized like Amigos or eventually even better than them, maybe there is a big possibility. But so far, it does feel like that Pura Nonoru has nothing to really offer. It is not that synergized, it is not that gelled up. Ginola finds two, but instantaneously gets traded off as well. We have a bandit fighting back. He gets countered from two different angles. And he has been taken away. Now it's all about Mystic. It's all about the last Viper that is remaining in the map. Viper is going to queue in from kitchen and he finds one. It's Gaga who has taken one player down. Will he get two?
One enemy
He might
remaining.
just get it. Uh-oh. There you go. The attackers have
Another
won
knife?
once again. Mystic was kind of sneaky at that point. I
Match
thought
point.
that he is going to go for the defusal. He tried his level best, but eventually that did happen. But he has the knife that
Yeah.
you're talking about. It's always fun to watch.
Another
man.
one.
These guys,
Yeah,
they're
but
having fun now.
like 2 times back to back.
Yeah.
It was a knife in the previous round, a knife kill in this round, and now they are on the match point. And as we were just talking about Raider, it's a piece of cake for Team Amigos Esports. They are just having fun, running wild, getting frags, dominating the opponent. The only 2 rounds Pura has managed to get in their favor in this particular matchup, and in the previous one they've got 3. It was a 13-3 scoreline in the previous one. Let's see if they can
Spikes down.
retaliate for a bit
Spike down
longer.
A.
If they can get this round. No, it's a 3-on-3. Reina barely surviving. Oh, Cyrex gets a frag. No joke goes down, and this Reina surviving only on 14 HP, and if she can get a frag, that is going to be it for Pura.
Oh my god. Nico is holding the nest. He's patiently waiting. Sitting on the top. Waiting for the right moment to strike. Here comes the toxic screen. Viper is using his abilities. And down the ridge we get to see
One
other
enemy
individuals also
remaining.
peeking out. Ooh, no, that's not
Last
good. Gaga
player
takes one down, but
standing.
Ginola instantaneously trades him off. There's the last man standing. He is going to peek, but he gets shot down. Look at that
Attackers
flick of an
win.
ankle. Amazing play coming in from Ginola. It's 13-2. Well. In the previous matchup, we
Wow.
got to see 16 rounds done and dusted, and after that, the scoreline was 13-3. In this one, it's basically 15 rounds utilized. 13-2 is the exact scoreline that we are witnessing. So I think it is pretty justified, and it's pretty evident now that it was indeed a one-sided affair. There was nothing to really offer from the other side from Pura Nonoru. All they got in, should I say, 24 rounds from the first map or 24 rounds in the second one, combined of 48 rounds went by, and we got to see just 5 rounds in the favor of that particular team. On the hindsight, 26 amazing rounds already in the name of one and only Team Amigos Esports. And now with that, they become our very first finalists in the Gamdias Challenger Series Season number 2 of VALORANT action. And of course, with this one-sided domination, they're going to put a lot of pressure onto their component, onto their opponent, or onto their other counterpart in the finals. Let's wait and watch for that as well.
For sure, let's wait and watch what is going to be in the finals. Finals is gonna be tomorrow, but we do still have semi-finals number 2, where we're gonna determine who's gonna face this Team Amigos Esports in the grand finals. But it is a short break, Raider. You guys keep on watching.
Yep.
This Gamdias presents VALORANT Challenger Series Season 2.
All right, folks. Yes, we have already seen whoever is our first finalist, and that is going to be Amigos Esports. We're talking about Gamdias Challenges Series Season 2. Valorant action is already on the way. We have the execution partners as LA Gamers, and of course, this whole event is powered by Gamdias. We check out the gaming cabinets. Meanwhile, we check out who is the who is the opponent of the team known as Amigos Esports. Because now Amigos have qualified to the finale. They are going to come here tomorrow. But do you love to know who are their other opponents? We have, if I'm not wrong, Ace Academy coming through, and against them we have yet another interesting team. Well, Ace Academy also goes by the name of Asmodeus Colosseum Esports, that is ACE Ace, and then against them we have Top Esports. Both the teams are going to be pretty
Mhm.
interesting to be honest. And AC Sports is a very good team, but then again, I think that combined effort is kind of missing from their corner. Top esports have not seen them in the late span of time, so I think they are also going to offer a lot. And talking about the maps, we have Icebox, Ascent, and Haven. So we are not going to start with Lotus anymore.
Well, we ended our previous game with Icebox, and now we're about to start
Yeah.
our second game with Icebox only. So let's see how we're gonna
Uh-huh.
start. Where we have left, is it going to be Ace Academy that is gonna dominate? Because again, Ace Academy is comparatively famous team. They have won a lot of tournaments. They have played a lot of tournaments, as well as top esports. You can never ever underestimate any team that has made up to this semi-final stage. So let's see. I am really excited to witness the very first game on the map of Icebox. So I hope
Yeah.
I hope these teams figure this out soon and we get to see the agent selections. Raider, if I ask you, what is that
Mhm.
single agent you'd like to see on the map of Icebox?
The first agent that I would like to see in this map of Icebox is going to be pretty much Jet. Eventually, in a duelist role, Jet can be very beneficial in this map due to the fact that it's a map where we have a lot of vents, we do have areas like kitchen, we do have areas like boiler, and eventually some blocks which you can only utilize if you have either a sentinel like chamber, or if you have maybe a omen which can use the shorter step, or if you have a jet, or even a race can be effective in this particular map in terms of holding that position. But race is not going to be that valuable because if you see, there are a lot of nook and crannies which you might not be able to cherish. Jet on the other corner is going to be a fast-paced duelist, and even Neon can be good, but only if you are able to like utilize that Neon in a good manner. So Jet is going to be beneficial in those ways because it has got smokes, it has got abrupt and dash for quick maneuverability. Bladestorm is equally going to be effective in those rounds when you don't have buy but you have ultimate. That Bladestorm can be a game changer for you. So for those reasons, the first agent that I would like to see getting logged, it is going to be Jet.
Let's see. I do believe they'll pick Jet for sure. And if you ask me, I'd like to see maybe a Gecko or an ISO because I love playing
Okay.
ISO and I think it is a very good duelist. So let's see if any of these teams is gonna pick ISO as well. It can give you an edge too with his shield especially. So I hope the lobby is ready, and as soon as it is ready, we'll jump into the game. We'll see who's going to dominate the second map of Icebox. Yes, indeed, this is the second
Yeah.
Icebox we're going to witness today. Although this is going to be the very first game of the second BO3 series, the second semi-finals, and whoever is going to win this BO3 series is going to face a team that is already qualified, Team Amigos Esports, tomorrow in the finals.
Well, indeed, it's going to be pretty fun to watch what happens in the finals, guys. But even before that, we need to know how the game goes on in the semi-finale match number 2. It is indeed going to be a BO3 equation, so there are no second chances for them after the BO3 gets over. The first game has been a 2-0. There was nothing to be really on point from
Mhm.
Pura. They were completely getting shut down initially. Now the question would be if there is a similar situation coming in from Asmodeus, Colosseum Esports, or Top Esports. Both the teams are equally well built. It's all about what they're going to do in the game, how they're going to improve their stance. And with that, guys, yes, we jump into the action of Icebox. We have the agent selection screens coming in front of us, and eventually, with respect to that, the agents that are going to get chosen are going to be equally interesting. And as I said, I want to see the Jet getting logged very first time. We got to see that. One tap God is going to go ahead and get it done. Meanwhile, from the other side, we have probably a Gecko and Sova as the initiator combo coming through. No duelists as such from defenders for now. Hellboy, okay, he goes for the Jet as well. And that's why I say that Jet is one of the best duelists that you can have in this map.
Indeed, it is. Jet can pretty much do everything, and at the same time, Jet can rotate in a very fast speed with the help of those dashes and those updrafts. But let's see how they're gonna play it out. And at the same time, we do know Jet can sit in pretty odd places with the help of that updraft. Can surprise us all and all the players as well.
Yeah, those surprises are going to be there, but eventually, guys, we have a Rios probably coming through due to some certain technical difficulties. So don't worry, the match will be getting started pretty soon. For now, what we can do is just basically wait on how the whole equation goes on. But we got to have a glimpse of what the agents could be, and I think with respect to that, the agents that we got to witness was basically the Jet coming through, Sova coming through. I got to see a brief of Harbor also coming into the picture. Harbor is a very good agent, the only Indian agent that we have in the podium, but then
Yeah.
again, if you see as an agent, you need to be very well prepared as an individual. If you are playing with Harbor, you have the Cascade, you have the High Tide, you have the Cove to play with. The Reckoning also at the end is going to be pretty interesting to watch. But at the end, Harbor is a little bit more complex controller, just like Astra as well. Astra is yet another, to be precise, the worst agent that you can play if you don't have the right nitty gritty in your minds regarding the game. If you have a good knowledge of the game, if you have played a lot of this game, then there is a possibility that you are good at agents like Viper, agents like Astra, agents like Harbor. These are few complex and technical agents that you need to know uh, about their abilities a lot. It's not just go ahead and get that gun and eventually shoot your opponent. Your ability should be on par with these agents. But irrespective of that, if you really want to pitch in a controller, you need to have a controller for sure. I agree with that point. For that notion, I think Omen or a Clove is the best option that you have got lately. Clove, after coming back into the circuit, Clove is a very, very lethal agent, and eventually it can bring out a lot of value, specifically with the ultimate that it gets for the next 10 seconds. Even after getting
Yeah.
killed, she is still there, running into the map and eventually trying to hunt the players. And if the Clove gets that opportunity of taking you down, she is still there into the action with 100 HP. All of that is obviously going to be beneficial, guys. With that, small chit chat is done, and now we are back into the action. We can see Hellboy now playing on a Jet. One tap got. What's your agent that you're going to lock? Because from the other side, the attackers have already chosen their four. Harbor is coming to the mix. I have my doubts, but let's see. Because if you see, Ace Esports is lately known to be one of those teams which is kind of shifting out of the meta. They are trying to bring those agents which are kind of dead for the scene.
Well, for sure, but the question remains: can they dominate in this particular match with those agents as well? They do have
Hmm.
Sova, Viper, Harbor, then that
Yeah.
KJ as well as the Jet you have been waiting for. As for Team Top, they have that Gecko. As I have, I've already mentioned Gecko. Gecko is like an all-rounder; it can do pretty much everything. They do have a dual initiator comp, a Gecko paired up with a Sova. Then they do have that
Yeah.
Viper, Jet, and a KJ. Okay, so a very well defined team. But let's see how these players are going to play out with, both the teams have the same duelist, but one team is on a dual initiator comp, the other is on a dual controller comp. Let's see what's going to happen. We'll just wait and watch because both these teams are going to ace it. We have Ace Academy taking on Team Top Esports. And Raider, the previous game was pretty much one sided for the whole equation. Game number one ended with a
Yeah.
13-3 scoreline, game two ended with a 13-2 scoreline. So I am expecting kind of a close game. I'm expecting a do or die situation between these two teams.
Honestly, this is a semi-finale, so I think yes, it is pretty much justified after seeing all of that. But look at the level of these IDs. 619 level. The Harbor was on 480. So a lot of grind has went through from top esports as well. And individuals like Hellboy and on Duelist, Hellboy is one of the best that you can have in the underground T1 scenario at this point because yeah, in a lot of tournaments this team has failed, but then again Hellboy as an individual, just like Mystic from the last matchup that we got to witness, has been good. He has been phenomenal in his approach. But what is another thing that is phenomenal, guys? It is the amazing, stunning range of cabinets that are available at Gamdias. What you need to do is just scan that QR that you can see on the bottom left of your screens, and then you will be able to get that advantage in a good budget. You can get a lot of interesting, lot of amazing, depending on your color scheme and eventually your preference. A lot of amazing gaming cabinets are available. So just go ahead and check it out, guys, and have fun just like what these teams are going to have. Lately, the competition has been improved a lot from the season 1 to now season 2. We've seen a lot of changing in terms of the play style, in terms of bringing the value. But the attack is moving towards the B main. This is interesting. All of the individuals are pretty much close to B. One guy is towards yellow. The old drone is going to go probably. No, it is going to be the cascade which is going to come. So the wall is going to be beneficial. The cove comes through and here comes the plant.
Spike planted.
Let's see AC spots up against Team Top Ends. One tap god is gonna get a frag in the form of Noob. KJ goes down, one tap god still trying to make an angle. Do have that Viper as well, and it is a retake scenario. It is going to be pretty hard, but they do know that there are plenty of players at the yellow box. 5v4 situation. Oh, a 3v5 retake. Seems almost impossible, but that wingman. The spike is already half defused, and now it's all down to this Viper. And nothing to see is gonna go down without even seeing where the players are. The spike was half defused, but it was not enough to get the round in the favor of Top. That's a pretty good start, pretty decent start. They've got plenty of frags, and they've only lost 2 players as long as I remember.
Yeah, they were able to get the other 3 individuals surviving into the action, and eventually with that they have the bonus buy. Look at them buying out in weapons like Vandals. They have Bulldogs, they have Guardians, and 2 Spectres to play with. On the other side, we have just Aman, who has decided to like go with a Sheriff, and that also is a very gutsy buy because you can't really go for that big of a buy. Recon boat has been destroyed. One tap god is going to one tap that guy who had that Sheriff playing with him. GX Vandal in the hand, one of the best skins that you can have. Trying to get an aimbot on that. And as you can see, the connections are being made and the players are now regrouping once again towards B. This is a very good flank. This is a very good play coming through because initially they opened up onto A. They have taken one down and that was the initiator who has been compromised, and now they have switched their direction. Their trajectory is moving towards the B now. High tide, toxic stream down, the cove has been appointed. Always fun to watch all of these utilities coming into the picture. And it's the Sova who is planting. Meanwhile, we have Masters who is trying to fight back.
Well, let's see. It's a 4v5 now, and Top Esports, they've already lost a single round. Well, it is going to be a bit problematic for them as they do not have a proper fire. Raider, the spike has already been planted. Retake is not going to be that easy. All the players are in a very sweet spot when you talk about Team Ace. Oh, look at that. They're not even letting top players even peek a bit. If they cannot peek, how can they get those frags? And it's all down to nothing to see once again in a 4v1. Well, this game is pretty much done. And there you go. It's the second round on board for team.
In the first round they lost 2, in the second round they lost just 1. And they do have a good buy now. They can easily go ahead and get that reinvestment once again into the credits, but trust me, the other team, that means Top Esports is now going to go for a full buy. Meanwhile, these guys are going to play on the bonus one. It is a very iffy buy that is going to come through. As you can see, one Guardian, a Sheriff to play with from Master's Corner, and eventually we have one Spectre, one Bulldog, and eventually an AR, the Vandal. Mix of everything, to be honest. One tap god, still topping the charts. As his name suggests, he is indeed a guy who loves to one tap his opponent. Now from the other corner, Recon Bolt went away. Is he going to get any info? No, Sova got nothing from that corner. Masters is slowly marching in. Hellboy is out there holding that angle. He is very efficient at it. As you can see, the shots being exchanged. Hellboy gets him away. As I said, he is a guy, as in duelist, who has done wonders. But as a team, Top Esports has not been that lethal.
Right here.
Well, let's see. It's going to be really difficult. Bulldog. Viper with that Bulldog trying to move in. Nothing to see once again, holding on to that yellow box. But this time, Team Ace, they'll have to be very careful. They have already lost a single player and they are on a bonus. So yeah, it is not gonna be easy at all. Trying to clear the mid out. Harbor and KJ waiting in front of A, waiting for the perfect opportunity to enter the site. Oh. KJ making her way. Little does she know that there's a cross aim setup. Yes. Oh, look back. There's that Gecko. But no, that's a good trade from the side of Harbor. He's on a Vandal now. He needs to reload it once. And yeah, he's going to reload it. Ace Masters is going to plant the spike. It's a 2v3. A retake with a man advantage. Let's see if Top can get it.
Oh, they need to move in. They need to get this round for sure. Oh, there goes one. Rajit Vandal on par. Can he get two? No, nothing to see. He's going to compromise him. Webber on the other corner is going to shut down the harbor. And with that, yes, the diffuser is going to queue in. So, guys, maybe this is not going to be one of those equations we are going to see like in a one-sided affair. Maybe this is the game where we're going to see a seesaw ride. Probably one round going in the favor of one particular team, two rounds in another favors. Obviously, one team is going to win the equation, and another one is going to lose. That's kind of harsh reality of the life as well. That somebody is going to lose, somebody is going to win. It's all about who is going to pitch in at the right moment. And I feel yes, there is a very big possibility that Ace Academy can win, but at the same point, you cannot forget what Top is capable of.
Well, let's see. Top is a pretty good team, and they have just proven it, right? It is not that easy to, keep on winning against them. Okay, this time, yes, Ace. They are moving towards bomb side B. They're like 4 players, one to the mid. It's going to be a Sova versus Viper battle in the mid. The 4 of the players are waiting to make the entry possible, but with KJ on the side is not gonna be that easy, right, Raider? Because those traps are gonna make a lot of problems. Meanwhile, Viper trying to enter the tube, and if Viper can enter the tube, if she can surprise everyone, that is going to be pretty good. Masters get one, and once again, as I was talking, KJ and those traps, they have made a lot of problems. They've created lots of problems for Team Ace, and now it's a 3v2 retake once again with Harvard barely surviving.
Masters.
Last
Oh,
player
that's a
standing.
crash. But Evil gets taken away. Masters was detained. Nothing to offer from that corner as well. What a turn of events. Team Top Esports is actually topping out against Team Modius, Police Team Esports. Yes, we have somebody in the chat known as an Ents who is saying let's go Ace, but honestly, the
I got
Ace
your
is not
backs.
looking good
Just,
lately in the last two rounds.
from the front.
Yes, the pistol round and the bonus boy was in their favor, but the fact that they are not being that fruitful, specifically when it comes to their attack rounds, it is an attack-oriented map, and when they have the full buy, they are getting compromised. That is a clear statement from the other side that yeah, Top Esports is also here to fight back. They have one Phantom and 4 Vandals to play with, but from the other side, they just have mere Sheriffs to play. They are going to completely go for a good save in this round, but easy. Is he going to go for a Bulldog approach? I think 2200 creds being invested, it's a good approach, but then again, you need to find some value with that now. You need to be valuable. You need to like get at least 1 or 2 picks that your team can chomp on it. Maybe get some good rounds. Maybe get some good fights in their favor. But against Vandals like Runami Vandals, RGX Vandals, and some Phantoms that are available, it is obviously going to be a bit tough for this Bulldog to outshine.
Toxin screen down.
Well, indeed, it is going to be. Let's see if he can figure something out, and if he can even get a single frag with that. It's a 2-on-2 scoreline already, and Top has made one thing very clear: it is not going to be that easy for Ace to come back against us or to dominate us. Well, remember, Ace has already won 2 pistol rounds. After that, there has been a long silence from their side. It's a 2-on-2 scoreline now. Side entry successfully done. Ace one tap, gets one. Nothing to see. Gets a trade. Oh, it's a trade battle now. But finally, for the first time, I'm seeing Ace in a 3v2 game with a man advantage.
One
That God can get a frag. Yes, with those knives. She's gonna get a frag. There goes Bev up on a pretty low HP. Sheriff reload coming in. Single shot can finish it all, and that is all he needs. It's a 3-on-2 scoreline, and a very good round coming up from Ace because 3 of their players survived, so they do have a very good economy now.
I mean, they were already on a crippled economy. They were fighting with Sheriffs. Trust me, playing on a Sheriff and then getting all the Vandals and also the round with a 4K coming in from Tap God, that is a clear statement onto Top Esports as well. That yes, there are certain rounds that you might get, but at the end, we are the laughing one. We are the one who is going to laugh. We are the one who is going to prevail. And it seems like that one Tap God has got that zest. What a beautiful 4K coming in from his corner, answering every single equation out. This guy, this lad, got a very big upper hand against his opponent. Now he needs to continue that. But Hellboy, as I said earlier on the caster deck as well, that if you have a jet, that Bladestorm can be beneficial. Look at that, Bladestorm being absolutely effective at own point. He gets one. It was a Masters, if I'm not wrong, who has been picked away. So no smokes, no coves coming in. Oh, Jet has been compromised. There goes Aman as well. Hellboy Aman. Both of them have been taken away. It's basically a 2v4 equation. The plant has yet to come, but the players are actually relocating themselves towards B. And it's a Viper over there who is holding it off. It is going to be fun to watch who is going to get it done. Beyond the yellows, we have one, and it is going to be nothing to see who gets one down with a stinger. But eventually, retaliation came through. Wimp is going to get ahead and
Can't use
eventually
that
get the
yet.
plant done. Now, the other guy,
destroyed.
one tap god, has to relocate fast so that he can assist his teammate in this post-ban scenario. Meanwhile, just a sheriff and some guts to play against his opponent.
Well, let's see if those guts are enough. Well, I guess not. Because there are three players with Vandals in their hands and they're gonna just annihilate you. They're gonna just finish you with a single tap. And now it's a 2-4 score line. Well, Ace, after losing 2 consecutive rounds, they are coming back. They are figuring things out. And I like how they're not just running wild. They're planning, they're strategizing, and then they are making their way onto the site. And that is doing really good for them. That has been proven really good for them because after a 0-2 score line, it was a 2-2, and now it's a 2-4 score line. So they'll have to keep on doing this. But it's a timeout coming up, a tactical timeout coming up from their opponents. Let's see what they're going to figure out. And it is really important to get at least a round after this tactical timeout.
I think it's a good approach, to be honest. I was kind of speculating that there will be a tactical timeout that is going to come from Pora as well in the first game, but they never went out for a tactical timeout, which was a bit surprising for me. Because in a competitive scenario, if you lose like 2 to 3 rounds back to back, you need to put that tactical timeout in the picture. Even if you don't have to, even if you don't have any strategies to discuss or plan to discuss, you can still hold back the competition for 60 seconds. And in those 60 seconds, you can easily break the momentum of the other team. That never came in the first game, guys, but in the second one, after 6 rounds are done, we get to see a tactical timeout. That is a clear sign of both the teams paying their respect to the tournament, paying their experience into the picture. They're painting that good picture at this point, that they have that experience, they know how to overshadow their opponent. But look at this, Hellboy has gone for a gutsy move now. He is going to go ahead and get operator by. This is challenging for him.
Scanning ahead.
Let's see how he's
Scanning
gonna
ahead.
face that challenge. Okay, recons from both the Sovas. Meanwhile, they are trying to obliterate the tubes area, making their way on towards the kitchen. Let's see, they have been extremely cautious. They do know there could be plenty of players. 3 of the players are moving towards bomb site B. There we have nothing to see holding on. And that KJ. And remember, KJ and her traps can be brutal. But a lockdown coming up from the side of attackers. Ace Academy. Ace teammates esports, they need to figure something out. Okay, now they're making their way in. That attacker's killjoy, lockdown, proved to be really good. They've got a frag as well. Nothing to see. His position has already been compromised. There you go, Wimp with a single tap. And now it's all down to a 2v5 retake. With seems to be
Last player standing.
Oh, even the operator is gone. 4,700 creds down in the drain. Nothing to really offer from that corner as well. Hellboy. Unfortunately, you are facing the hell, my man. Nothing from your corner. Yes, he popped off in the first, or should I say, third and fourth round. That was only 2 rounds that these guys have got so far. With respect to top esports, 6 tries only in the favor of Hellboy, and he has chosen to go with the Marshall now. Interesting choice. But from the other side, they have not yet taken that operator, because on attack, you cannot really relish a operator. You need to go ahead and get those vandals into the effect, and get those phantoms and bulldogs and whatnot weapon that you can go ahead and get the value out of the whole equation now. Let's see if it is going to be somewhere effective for them or not. You have a cascade coming through. Asmodeus as in team have done wonders. They've like won 5 amazing rounds. That itself is a very big statement. Snakebite out there is going to be pretty wide open. We have the nano swarms which have been activated, but that nano swarm is not going to affect a lot. And here comes the Viper Spit. Nothing can be done now.
Here.
I mean, there is a chance where they can go ahead and get that Viper out, but trust me, with those sheriffs, it's a very tough task.
Indeed, it is a very tough task. Let's see, one tap god. One tap god, he does have a very good location. He's just waiting for someone to show up, but no, he's been taken down by
I
F2.
suggest you move.
That too with a Sheriff. That's surprising. Viper goes down and so does the Viper's
Player
fate.
standing.
Harbor, nothing to see. Going all wild with that
How?
stinger. And what? Top esports. And this is wild.
Thrifty.
Even after that Viper's fate, even after that Harbor's ultimate, they managed to retake the side. That too
We
with
got
all
this.
the 5 players intact.
Oh yeah, and not just that, they didn't really had that kind of buy in their favor. They were playing on like mere sheriffs. But what a beautiful comeback from Top Esports. Now, I would like to give credits to Webhub at this point because his recon dart was absolutely amazing. Due to that recon dart, they were able to get that info on both Harbor and also the Viper, and they were able to shut them away. So brilliant execution coming through from the guys of Top Esports. Now it's basically 5-3 equation. So there is still a very big chance that there will be a comeback coming in from Asmodeus once again. I think Asmodeus will be looking forward to get at least a scoreline of 8-4. That is the least that they need at this point so that they can have that upper hand once they are on defense in the second half. I would like to see if they're going to get it or not. But here comes the reveal. They get the info. Here comes the swing. Hellboy finds easy. And it was indeed easy enough for him to shut him away.
Let's see. Team AC Sports, they are facing a bit of trouble now. They've already lost their Viper, a 4v5 situation, trying to make their way, making sure nobody gets hurt anymore, because if they lose another player, then it is going to be almost impossible to get the site control. There are 3 players on A main, 3 defending players on A site as well. We have KJ, close enough. Sova, Viper. Oh, that Harbor trying to plant the spike. Oh, unsuccessful.
down
Webber
A.
with his ultimate, and you do know this Sova ultimate
I have
could
this
be
fight.
really problematic. Meanwhile, counter Sova
30 seconds
ultimate to feed that lockdown. It's a 4-on-3 now. They're trying to.
Enemy kill.
And there you go, one tap god. Showing us his operator
player
skills.
standing.
One tap is all it takes. Nothing to see. Gets a frag. He's on the knives now. A 1v2
One
scenario.
enemy remaining.
2v1 retake. Gets
Oh,
one
wow.
more. Jet versus Jet.
Blocking sight.
Oh, not a Jet versus Jet. A Jet versus KJ.
AJ.
One tap
Yeah.
god. Having no idea about the location. Does he know? No, he does, but no. F noob. With that, Vandal is gonna finish him off. That was a very valiant effort. It was all in vain because that KJ survived with just 20 HPs intact.
Heavily invested down from both the corners, of course. I can clearly see that Top Esports was able to get that round in their favor, but if you see their ultimates, they've invested a lot. Hunter's Fury, then they had other ultimates also being invested at that point. But from the other corner, we got to see a 4700 credit being invested. So yes, there was a good chance that maybe one tap god could have got more value, but he already was able to like take 2 players down, which was again valuable for him. Should not be a one-man wonder, to be honest, and for that reason I think yes, there will be some good rounds again coming in the favor of Top Esports. This one definitely is looking like a seesaw ride at this point. No idea who's gonna win, no idea who's gonna lose, but from the mid we have already an infiltration coming through. Nothing to see, gets 2. Oh my god, Viper Spit now activated. It is going to be a tough run for these lads. Wimp swings forward, but Hellboy is going to be on par at that moment. Smoke Integrity is already available. They will have those 40 seconds of Viper Spit being cherished. It is going to be valuable for them. A lot of misses, a lot of whips, and finally it is going to be a 5-5 because look at that spike. It's mile away, and Harbor down with like 30% HP. There was no chance he's going to survive in that scenario, and that's exactly what happened. It's a 5-5 scoreline. Top Esports is coming back sharp into the action, and there is a very big chance that in the second half, Top Esports might just take the top spot.
Placing sentry.
Well, one thing is very clear, Raider. This is not going to be like the previous game we have seen. This is not going
yeah.
to be a one-sided game. This is not going to be an ace esports domination or a top esports domination. This is a toe-to-toe battle, and a single mistake can completely get you out of the game, and a single good play can get the game for you. Right now, One Tap God is playing really good. One Tap God has got 14 frags as of now in just 10 rounds. That is really good, and he is the top fragger of the whole lobby. But at the same time, Top, they do have a very good team synergy, and the way they're playing. Aman gets a frag. Jet, One Tap God gets one, but remember, you'll have to be very careful. You are in a very tough spot. He has got the side for the team. They're planting the spike as well. It's a 4-on-4 retake. It's all on one tap. God, if he makes a mistake, then it is going to be really problematic for the team to survive without him. Oh, Aman is defusing. Wingman taken down. And there you go. Easy gets nothing to see. And finally, we have team
Last
One
round
Tap
in the
God.
half.
What a play coming up from this team Ace. One Tap God played really good, but the whole synergy coming up from the side of team Ace in this particular round, I must say that was really good. That was really good, Raider. And I was just telling you how good of a team synergy we are, we are seeing from the side of top esports. But one thing is clear, team Ace, they are not far behind, and One Tap God is covering for all the shortcomings they are.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that. Being a duelist, you need to get that done. And eventually, in every single rank match, we also like kind of pulled over duelists that broke, get some good picks. And eventually, if we have duelists like Hellboy and duelists like One Tap God, we would be more than happy because of the play that these guys are bringing into the picture. Well, with the recon, they get that info where the players are. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be tough to deal with. One Tap God is making sure that he is going to be effective at this point. He needs to get this 7th round for the team. Cove goes in. Sova is going to get that top spot to get the plant done. And Spike has been planted. Look at that. Ooh, lovely shot coming in. And if I'm not wrong, it's a Viper. But what a retaliation from Noob. He gets 2 down. Instantaneously, it's a 2v3 equation. One Tap God once again outshine his opponent.
One enemy remaining.
Very low amount of HP. Hellboy goes on. It all trickles down to the Viper. He has been shotted. He wanted to go for a shorty tag. It is not going to happen. But finally, the Reaver Vandal is going to get it done. 5-7 is the scoreline, guys. And top esports, they need to get the pistol on in order to equalize.
Man, team Ace. Last 2 rounds have been really amazing for them, right? Because it was a 5v5, a 5-on-5 scoreline, and now it's a 5-on-7 scoreline. Those were really needed rounds, and One Tap God has proven himself to be the, best duelist there is in this whole lobby. But then again, now it's attacking site for team top esports. Let's see how they're gonna attack, and if they can get this pistol round, then they do have a very good chance of setting up a 7-on-7 scoreline, which is going to be an equalizer. As for team Ace, so far Jet has been playing really good, but now it's high time that Wimp, that Easy, they have to start playing now, right? Because we all know KJ's setup is really important when you're on the defending side, and a single mistake or a single whip can completely get the round out of your hands.
Yep, that's a big possibility that rounds are going to go out of your hands. Now, of course, once the halftime is here, 12 rounds have been done after this beautiful map of icebergs have been panning in front of us. In these 12 rounds, we have clearly seen that initially it was this team known as Asmodeus Colosseum Esports, known as Ace Academy. They were doing wonders. But now, lately, there were certain, should I say, mistakes that were delivered, due to which nothing to see Hellboy individuals like that. They have come back into the action. And yeah, I can see that Top Esports is a good synergized team, but if you see from the other corner, it's like One Tap God has got 17 flags, and the other individual members are not stepping onto the palette in that manner. They need to step up. They need to like pick up the pace so that they can have that advantage to outshine their opponent and eventually make sure that they get the very first map of the semifinals match number 2. Let's see if they can do it. I mean, we have a lot of hopes that the guy that was disconnected, I think he's back into the action. And once he's back, we might just resume the action because the sides are switched. We don't know what the other team has to offer, but Asmodium has to make sure that they get the pistol round in their favor if they really want to, I guess, maintain that momentum.
Well, for sure, they do need a good round and some good frags to maintain the momentum. And as for Team Ace, if they can win this pistol round, the next round is going to be a buy round for them, and that is going to be a eco round for top esports. That way, they do have a pretty good chance of getting a score of 5 versus 9, and after that it is going to be really really easy for them to maintain that momentum and come up with a come up with a
Mhm.
early 13 round victory. And we all know whoever gets the
Indeed.
13 round victory first is going to get the win in this very first map of the BO3 series. And remember, this is a very crucial map, Raider, considering this is the map that is going to
Yeah.
make that is going to decide who is in the lead. If you get a 1-0 lead in the very first game of BO3, you will be very confident in the second map itself. And once you're confident, we all know players like One Tap God, they can just annihilate the whole lobby. Well, let's see. Right now, there's
Interesting
a tech
approach.
pause,
I
Raider.
would like to say.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tech pause is something which obviously worries me a lot because honestly, if you want to see the competition and whenever these tech pauses are here, it seems anything can happen at that point. Maybe there is a technical difficulty, maybe there is something else that the players might be facing. So obviously, when we talk about games like Valorant, you need to build that momentum. If you don't have that momentum, things can go anywhere. Things can go against you. You might lose the action, as we can clearly see that currently it's Asmodium Colosseum Esports, Ace Esports, who has got that advantage in their favor. Now, from the other side, Top Esports, they have some decent rounds. I would not complain on that because, on a defender's perspective, in an attack oriented map, 7-5 is the ideal scoreline that you want to go for. At least scoreline, should I say. I mean, if you really want to be on par in the second half, you need to get at least 5 rounds in their favor when you are defending. That's exactly what Top did. So, I think Top, on their own roles, they did wonders. Now, the only question would be, can they continue that?
well, the question is really big. Honestly, it is a big question considering the trajectory of this map, Raider, the trajectory of this game. It is not like the previous game where we have seen a one-sided domination or a one-sided abomination. This is a game where we have seen so many good comebacks. We have seen a 0-2, we have seen a 2-2, then a 2-4, and we have seen a 5-5 scoreline, and now we are down to a 7-5 scoreline. So a 2-3 round lead is not going to make the game for you. You can come back at any point. But with this Raider, I think there's a tech pause, so we'll take a really, really short break, and we'll be back after a short break with the second half of the game.
Dar. Shock Dar.
Well, folks, we are back in the action, and with that, the very first round of the second half is going to get started. And this is, of course, a Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2, powered by Gamdias Rotten,
One
and
enemy
eventually our
remaining.
partners, the execution partner, are LAE Gamers. It's a 1v2 equation. Wimp needs to get it done. He is going to get compromised, and there goes the pistol round. 6 to 7. Team top is again here to cherish some good rounds.
Indeed, it is back, and chances are pretty high that they're going to get this 7th round as well, and this is going to be a 7-on-7 score line. But the question remains if Team Ace might get this round, because we have seen Team Ace getting eco versus a buy round so many times. They do have a very good way with pistols, a very good way with those sheriffs. So let's see. Top getting ready with the buy to enter bomb site. A Viper, a destruction on towards the mid. 2 players are coming backstep, 2 lurkers. That's not gonna be easy because they do have Viper guarding the backside and that KJ turret. One tap god gets Hellboy. It's surprising. Top lost a player. Easy goes down, nothing to see as we thought. Gets a frag and one tap god is on fire. Raider without getting any damage. He's already got 2 players. Wow.
Whenever the team demands something crucial from this guy, he's going to be on par with it. Always gives the value for the team. Now, of course, the sides are being switched, but one tap guard now has
Last
been
player
taken down.
standing.
Top is still under control. Wimp also goes down. It all trickles down to the last Sova, and he's also there onto the A side. He's patiently holding off a very good corner. Ace talks to Devil. He needs to pick up the pace. He needs to bounce back. He needs to retaliate, but can he? That's a big question. Well, he has been spotted, but Aman is going to pick him away. That's it, guys. 7 to 7 is the scoreline. Nothing to really do at this point. 14 rounds are dusted. Nobody has got the advantage. But now the full buy is going to queue in from Asmodeus Colosseum Esports, and once they have the full buy, they can outperform their opponent.
Indeed they can. Let's see. This is their final chance. Final chance in the short run actually, because eventually we have seen players come back in the worst scenarios. But if they cannot win this round, then they are again gonna land in a economical crunch. So they'll have to make sure they win this round anyhow, somehow. Once again, a rush towards bomb site. A and A's one tap god. This time he's playing at the front foot, utilizing that Vandal to the fullest. Got a frag, and he's gonna back off immediately using those jet abilities. This Viper holding on to bomb side B. Good. Viper needs to hold on to side B. Nothing to see, making sure there's no one coming from backside. KJ is already down. Sova with the drone trying to get the intel. One tap god. His position is that compromised? I'm not sure. What is top up to? Are they gonna rotate? I think they might rotate. Maybe not. Slowing down, waiting for those final seconds to enter. But as long as one tap god is standing there, it's not gonna be that easy to get site A.
For now, I think yes, it is not going to be easy, as you rightly called it out, because one tap is available.
30
He is there
seconds
anchoring
left.
the whole site. Of course, with him, we get to see another 3 individuals out there. Oh, there you go. He spots one, he takes him away. Recon Dart is going to give him that info that they need. Aman, oh my god, he gets 2. Wimp retaliates at the same point, but the plant is yet to happen. They are finally triggering the
Spike
plant.
planted.
As the timer was
One
running low, but
enemy
the plant
remaining.
is now over. On the nest, we have Aman getting compromised. It's a 1v2 equation. Hellboy, the jet. He needs to step up. But can he? Toxic screen available. It is going to get
Player
uplifted.
standing.
And there you go. Hellboy finds one. Dashes away. Gets the info where the player is, but instantaneously a trade fire comes through from Wimp. And with that, we have 8-7. Pretty close, pretty cutthroat, and a seesaw ride coming in from both the sides.
Yes, indeed. A seesaw coming up from both the sides. And as I've already said, Team Ace, as we all know, they had a very good chance. They had a very good buy. And if they had made a mistake, then it would have been resulted in 2 round losses. But now Team Top, I
Sentry.
believe they might have a decent buy. Are they going for a half buy? Are they going for a full buy or a complete eco?
Alarm bot
Well, we'll
out.
figure out soon enough. As for Team
Placing
ASM,
swarm grenade.
KJ setting up
Placing
on
swarm
bomb site
grenade.
A. Meanwhile, one tap God. Okay, he's required on bomb site B. It's a good choice. Two players holding on to the mid area. Two on B. KJ with the setup on A. And there you go, one tap God. Just where he was needed. Gets down Hellboy. And now it is going to be really, really hard for Top to enter the side without any duelist.
Need to wait at this point, and now look at that. Dizzy is gonna queue in. Spotted one, he's going to pick one apart. Masters finds a valuable pick and he has to back out. So hey, that's exactly what he's going to do. Goes in for the high tide. Oh, has been spotted. So does the Sova. The info has been revealed. Papa might get taken down any moment now. Oh, there you go. Easy is going to pick him away. Now the other two individuals, nothing to see, and Aman, they are looking forward to backing out from this equation. But one tap God from the back end is already pushing. He's already trying to be a bit more aggressive. But there you go with the recon. A flawless round coming in at the end. That's how Team East Academy is going to fight back. That's how East Academy is going to put themselves back into the picture. Asmodium Coliseum Esports Academy, they are fighting back in a good way. One step away from the double digits and 4 steps away from their victory in the first map.
Alarm bot
Whew.
out.
Finally, they are getting it all together, and
Placing
now they do
swarm
have a
grenade.
pretty good momentum. And
Placing
remember,
swarm
Raider, Top, they have came up with a buy. Yup, they've invested plenty of crats in that previous round. Still, it got them nowhere, and now they only have a single weapon, and that is that Bulldog. Apart from that, all the 4 players are on those sheriffs. Well, this could be an easy round for Team Ace. Depends on how they're gonna play it out. If they'll just patiently wait for them to show up, if they'll just patiently play on time, that is going to be an easy round, and that could be a 7-10 scoreline. Hellboy, he's closing in. There are 2 players on the site itself. Ace having no idea about the players, about the entry. Well, they've been extremely cautious. Meanwhile, Top planning to enter the side at the same time. The spike is at the back end. Hellboy goes back. They might rotate on towards bomb side B.
That's
There's no
done.
one on B side. Vim gets one. Aman goes down. The only player with a bulldog. Hellboy is gonna retrieve that bulldog. Trying to enter the side slowly and steadily. Babav. Oh,
What?
that was close.
So many walls.
Viper having no idea. Finally,
30 seconds
wrong
left.
move. Easy goes down. Sorry, Will gonna get nothing to see, but Hellboy is still in the game and on site.
The plan is going to queue in. Players have relocated themselves, and here comes the defender KJ lockdown. Now these individuals need to push back. They do have a KJ, so the nanoswarms can be helpful for them. But they have invested on nanoswarms or not? I want to see that as well, guys. I don't feel that there is any nanoswarm, but they can go for a cove. If there is a cove available, they can go ahead and get that defusal done, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. Look at them. With the help of cove, at least a half diff has been done. Now the other half is going to get completed as soon as it is required, and as we can see, it's done, guys. 10-7. Beautiful, beautiful rounds being delivered. Vabov at the end also got compromised by the hands of Masters. That's how things needs to be done. 10-7 is the scoreline. 3 rounds over buffer. Ace Academy is marching in a good way, and you can also discover the stunning range of cabinets available at Gamdias. What you need to do is just basically scan that QR on the bottom left area of your screens. Another tactical timeout. We got to see in the first half that this exact team of top esports came back with a tactical timeout, and once again we get to see another tactical timeout. Although it might change into a technical timeout as well, because just right now I got to see the pop-up of F Noob being disconnected.
Let's see what they're planning. Bevov took this time out. Maybe they're planning something. Maybe they're trying to come up with something, because the momentum has completely shifted on towards Team Ace. There's a 3-round difference as well, and I think this is for the very first time in this game we have seen a 3-round difference. We have seen a 0-2, 2-2, then a 5-5, a 5-7 score line, and for the first time there's a difference of 3 rounds favoring Ace. Well, Ace, if they can just keep up with this momentum, if they can just keep on getting those frags, getting those rounds, this could be a piece of cake. But remember, the next round is going to be a buy round from the side of Top, and the game we have seen from the side of top Raider, we can never underestimate
Mhm.
them because they can come back from any given situation.
Well, yeah, the comeback would be there, no doubt in that. I have no doubts in my mind regarding a comeback situation being delivered. We have seen that happening in the past. We might just get to see that again. But for that comeback to be delivered, I think the players need to be like a little bit more precise with their play, a little bit more trigger discipline has to be there from the corner. The defenders from this team of Asmodeus Colosseum Esports, they are doing good. They're doing great, to be honest, for now. Back to back 3 amazing rounds in their favor, and they're trying to bounce back into the action. Masters is holding the yellow. Few individuals are holding the tube as well. And as we can see, it's the Gecko which is trying to swing around, which is trying to get the pick. It is Aman, if I'm not wrong, by the IGN of Aman. LFT Aman, this guy is pushing in. Hellboy finds him. There goes the Sentinel, and here comes the Thrash as well. Oh, the Thrash has been broken away. Dizzy comes through. Here comes the High Tide. It is going to block a bit, but Masters gets compromised. What will happen to Hellboy? Is he going to get compromised? No, not at all. Ace Doctor Evil is going to get picked apart.
Spike
One tap
down,
god also
B.
goes on. It's all about easy now. He needs to get a 1v5 done. Got one, but can he get more? Oh, he get a 3k already. 17 HP is where he's landing at. No more of HP is going to be sufficient for him anymore as he goes down. 8 to 10 is the scoreline.
Man, oh man, what a game coming up from this team. And as I was saying, the next round is going to be a buy round for top, and they can do anything. They can come back from any moment. And now that's a queue. That's a comeback queue. Let's see. I believe Team Ace, they had a pretty good economy as well. So they can still buy some good weapons. They can still come up with all the abilities. Yep, they're coming up with good Vandals and a single Bulldog. Okay, that's not an issue. But then again, remember, it's a comeback queue, and if they get another round, that's going to be a good momentum favoring team top. And after that, it's going to be really, really problematic for Ace. So finally, Viper's Pit to hold on to A side. Meanwhile, on the B side, we do have that KJ, and with those KJ traps intact, it is going to be really, really hard for team to enter bomb side B as well.
Not just KJ, but they do have Reckoning as well. But they're trying to overstep at this point. They're trying to be like a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more close, which can backfire onto them. There comes a Snake Bite. It is going to push this harbor back a bit. High Tide being utilized now. Then the Cascade Wall can be actually quite efficient for them. So I think the trigger discipline out here is going to be very, very important. But infiltrating from the mid could be the goal now. Because they know that A is blocked off because of the Viper's Pit. B is pretty much penetrated. But they needed to like fall back from that scene as well. Okay, they are approaching from A. They're not even going for the mid. A gutsy move because they do know that in a span of like 20 to 30 seconds, this Viper's Pit is also going to go down because of the fact that it is a time-bound ultimate. It's not like that you can use that ultimate for a number of time. Oh, the placement, the area where this player is has been inevitable to watch. And that's how easy he's going to get put down. Attacker's KJ lockdown is also available, but one tap god, as his name suggests. One tap. Fnu needs to back out now. The lockdown is done. Not a lot of time period left for them.
Counter
They need to get that
left.
Reckoning is also available. Counter pit is there, no doubt in that. But they need to get the plant. Oh, the plant is not going to happen. As a player who was willing to go ahead and get that plant done has been compromised. It all trickles down to the last man standing. One tap god needed to evade from the scenario, and he did. And that's how it's 11-8 now.
Well, now these are the rounds that reminds us how important this stage is. This is semi-finals number 2, BO3 game number 1 on the map of Icebox. Remember guys, this is Gamdias presents Valorant Tournament Season 2 it is, and you can surely scan this QR code and you can discover the stunning range of cabinets available at Gamdias. As for the game, it's 80-11 scoreline, and what a mind play coming up, Raider.
Get out of my
Because
way.
one tap god, the way he evaded the situation, made sure that nobody could see him. Hellboy gets ace or devil. Well, that was a hasty move from the side of that Sova, and he got punished for it. Right now, it's a 5v4 situation, and they still need to get the side. They're still outside. There goes easy. Not good for Ace. Ace is in a problematic scenario. One tap god did got a counter frag, but still, there's a man advantage favoring top, and they are already all set to
Killed my
enter bomb
bot.
site A, with KJ being the only player trying to hold the site together.
Now, they have got the info that there's a KJ available.
They're rotating.
That's why they're going to push back. Of course, they're going to push back from here because of the fact that a KJ can be a menace. But right there in the mid, we do have the Masters getting compromised. No, that's not a very good sign. Oh, F Noob gets one more. It's going to be one tap god who has been compromised. It all comes down to the last man standing, which is again the counter attack KJ coming through
Spike
the
planted.
plant. It is inevitable and it has been done. And it's the KJ trying his level best to get a lot of value out of it. But we need to know what happens next because there we go. We have a Gecko in the mid as well. Now through the kitchen, slowly from B halls, a rotation is going to queue in. But here comes the Blade Storm, slashing the brains of Wimp. And with that, 9-11. Oh, that's a good scoreline.
Indeed, that's a good score line, and the difference is not too much. The score line difference is not too much. Remember, whew. Ace is in a quite skeptical situation right now, and look at that. They are in economical crunch. They do not have a buy. They're gonna go for a eco, but they can only afford to do this once. After that, you'll have to go for a good buy. You'll have to come back. Otherwise, top. The 9-11 score line is going to be 13-11 pretty soon.
Let's see if that's going to be the case. If you're going to see that 13-11 scoreline or not. Yeah, I know. I agree that there is a very good sense of comeback that can come through from here. They have marshals to play with. They have like classics and sheriffs to play with. That clearly shows that how critical of a economical disadvantage they are on right now. But nothing to see. Never received that shot. That angle was good, but not even a single connection was made from that angle, which is surprising for me as well, as the precision is something that has been the forte for one tap god, and it's not working now. Patiently peeking, looking with some anxious eyes, but easy finds one. That's good. Hunter's Fury available. Asmodeus, Colosseum Esports, they are not going to invest in that, but from the other corner we got to see that ultimate being invested. Recon Dart, they're trying to get the info, but a counter Recon Dart is also going to get all the info that they do need. I believe that was the old room, not the Recon Dart probably. But anyway guys, High Tide being utilized. Now the players are once again relocating themselves towards the A mains, and I think it's a plant.
Oh, and there's no one. There's absolutely no one on his side. So yeah, it is going to be really problematic. Jet needs to make it quick. There's no time. 10 seconds left. Easy spike plant coming up. Oh, Hunter's Fury a bit too late. Just a second late. Otherwise, it could have been a time victory. Now it's going to be a 3v2 retake. They do have guns. Remember, they've got weapons. By
One
taking down
enemy
some
remaining.
players on B side,
Not ready.
Wim gets nothing to see, and now it's all down to
that
that
could be it.
cage right on top. Yeah, that could be it. His location has been compromised as well, but this is
Last
F
player standing.
Remember, he got 1-2. One on one, and
Wow.
it's a 1v3 clutch coming up from the side of F Noob. I think
Everyone
that
note
was a
down
big
your
mistake from the
observations
side of
here.
Ace. This could be their round, but now it's out of their hands.
Turn out.
Indeed, I think from here there is a very big possibility that Ace Academy might lose. I mean, they started in a very good way after getting those initial picks onto their opponent, and after that they just crumbled down like a bunch of cards. Not a very good scenario, to be honest, for Ace Academy. I really would love to like see them prevailing in this equation, but need to criticize the approach that they are making. On a defense side, you're getting 1v3 out. You need to convey that info. You need to like go ahead and get that conviction in your play style so that you can develop some good plays. You had a Marshal, you had a Sheriff, you had a Vandal to play with, 3 different angles to explore, but still you get shot down from one single guy. That's Afno. That really shows that either you are not that good or the opponent is better than you. What's the case? We are going to witness that in next, should I say, 3 rounds? Because next 3 rounds will tell us either we go to OT or we go to see a complete comeback coming in from one particular side. Let's see which of that future is going to come in a reality. It's going to become a reality, but here comes a Dizzy. It's going to block off the Posey. And with that, the nest is now cleared. What?
Charges left.
Who's there in the mid? Nobody, I believe. Oh, the operator goes in vain. Hellboy fights back. One tap god is compromised. Not just that, Ace, Dr. Evil has been picked off
Spike
as well.
planted.
And I think, guys, it's pretty much done and dusted. We are definitely going to see an equalizer now.
Indeed, a equalizer now, and after that, a big comeback. Yes, that was a 7-10 scoreline, and now it's a 11-11 scoreline. So, Team Ace, they are in a conflicting situation, and things are getting out of their hands. They are completely getting out of their hands. Top, they just need 2 more rounds, and that is going to be it. They're going to get this very first map victory with a 11-13 scoreline. If they do. But if Ace gets even a single round, that is going to be a 12-12 scoreline, and we might see a OT coming in. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's wait and watch. Meanwhile, they're hunting for the players. This Harbor is the last man surviving, and they don't want him to survive. Lost 2 guns in the process, and gave him an operator as well.
Not 2, but I guess 3. Initially, when Master was trying to back out, he found 1, and eventually after that, he was able to get 2 more at the end. So, massive economical disadvantage and a provocation for the attackers to reinvest. But as we can see, the attackers have got like 4,500, 4,800 creds in their favor. Specifically, nothing to see. And ARF Noob, they have some good creds in their name that they can easily reinvest. But on the other corner, if you see, we have half buys coming through. The operator is there with that. Other guys are like completely on a shaky corner. Dizzy, it is going to give up that info where the player is, and they knew now that there is somebody who's trying to overcome it. But mid infiltration is something which can be valuable for them. Out there on B, we have the yellow being covered by one tap god, I believe, with an operator. He's the one which is swinging it away, has got the dash activated so that he can just one tap his opponent and swing away from that equation so he survives. But is it going to happen, guys? What do you think? There is a possibility. I do believe that there is a possibility that Ace Academy might fight back, but honestly, they have done some big blunders in the past, and that's why Ace Academy, even after having an advantage of like 9-7 scoreline or 10-7 scoreline, they are still there with 11-11. You can clearly see what big blunders that they have made. But can they come back, guys? That's a big question. Dizzy is once again going to queue in. It is going to probably blind out the opponent, but no, he missed that shot. How could you do that? Oh, finally, he gets kick out. Another beautiful recon is going to come through. He needs to evade from this
30
equation.
seconds left.
Hellboy has been spotted, but he dashes away. And now the A plant is something which is inevitable.
Well, for sure, but there are 2 players. Remember, ACC is there as well as that KJ. And the KJ setup, I believe. So, yeah, it's not going to be that easy to plant on A. And they do not have time. They do not have any time at all to rotate back. That is going to be a
One
lockdown.
enemy remaining.
Meanwhile, they're making sure they plant somehow, but it is impossible as of now. And there you go, a victory coming up from the side of Ace just when they need it the most. Because if they have lost this one, then it is going to be out of the case, out of the question that they can win this. They'll have to enter the OT in the best case scenario. But now that's the best case scenario for top esports. And meanwhile, Ace, they're just a single round away. So let's see if they can just make sure that they win this and they end this game right here, right now. Otherwise, we all know possibilities are endless.
Indeed, the possibilities can go ahead and get to that OT as well. They can bring that OT as well into the picture.
Revealing area.
But honestly, teams like Top Esports, they are in control right now, and the way they lost the previous round was pretty much interesting because of the fact that Asmodeus is now fighting in a very good harmony. They are trying to like be patient. They're not being that aggressive as they were in some initial round because they do know that if the map control is gone, if they lose the map, things will go haywire. But look at that trade. Aman goes down, Hellboy instantaneously takes a trade of one tap god. So that operator is now out of the equation. Probably somebody else can actually go with the operator as they are playing on defense. That operator can actually be quite valuable. So let's see what happens, guys, because a lot of fakes, a lot of like paving the way, the discipline, everything has been given away from both the sides. So it's like both the teams are pretty calculative at this point. Both the teams know that it's a map advantage that you can get after winning this map. So I think Asmodeus is going to do everything from their possible corners. They do have 2 ultimates available, Reckoning and Viper's Pit. They can utilize that. But let's see if they can invest on that or not.
Well, let's see. Let's wait and watch right now.
30 seconds left.
Well, teammates, they had some idea. I think Drone did saw that Sova. Okay, Viper. KJ is vulnerable already, and this Harbor ultimate can change the game. Ace, 3-on-3. Masters gets one more, and Ace, Dr.
Defenders
Evil
win.
gets the final two.
Bro.
Top after a long comeback, after such,
Wow.
after facing so many problems. In the very end, Ace came up with a strong plan, a strong suit, utilized all the ultimates they had, and boom, there we have our winners of the very first map. It's a 13-11 scoreline on the map of Icebox, and Ace, what a victory indeed. A 1-0 lead in the whole BO3 series.
I mean, for the first 22 rounds, I was like, this game can go anywhere in anyone's hand, to be honest. 11-11 was the
For
scoreline,
sure.
and from there, these guys decided to come back into the picture. Ace Academy, yes, I can clearly see a lot of gaps that they can fill in order to be a different team, in order to be a better team. But eventually, whatever they're doing right now, it's still working. So kudos to that. They are being effective at this point. Icebox is indeed a very
Yeah.
challenging map, just like Abyss, just like some other maps which are pretty much challenging as compared to maps like Haven or Lotus or Ascent or Bind itself, which are like a little bit more relevantly played maps. But anyway, guys, the second map is going to queue in. Before that, we'll take a short break, and after that, we'll be back with the action. So stay tuned, and meanwhile, check out the Gamdias sites. We'll be back shortly. Well, folks, welcome back once again. We are back with the action. This is the Gamdias Challenger Series Season 2, powered by, of course, Gamdias, and our executive partner are LA Gamers. Well, with that, we have already started the semifinals match number 2, and we have seen that esports have done something amazing. Ace Academy, with their first map already in their name with a 37 scoreline, they are looking forward to get something more, specifically when it comes to the second map, which is going to be, if I'm not wrong, Ascent. Fuji, amazing map. Of course, when it comes to Ascent, there are certain challenges that you have, but I don't really like the approach coming in from this team once again because of the fact that they don't have a KO. But anyway, guys, I mean, why a deadlock is coming? It's a dead agent, but let's score, guys. Let's see if they can pull through.
Whew, let's see. As you have said, we'll have to wait and watch what they're planning to do with a deadlock. As for Team Top, well, Raider, we still remember how close that game was, right? So you can never ever underestimate a team like
Top
Top.
esports, yeah,
They can come back at any
yeah,
moment, and especially when you're messing up with the agents, you'll have to be extra careful.
exactly. I agree with that point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see
We'll
if
have to.
something interesting is going to happen now because when it comes to the agents, we have top esports selecting the pretty textbook approach because they have a KJ coming through, they have a Sova and AO with the role of initiators, and they have a duelist known as Jet who's being played by Hellboy, and then we have a controller, nothing to see on Omen. Uh, Three agents look good to me personally when it comes to Team Ace Academy, and those three agents are going to be Jet, Sova, and Omen. Yeah, these other two Sentinels, I have my doubts for that. Of course, for that same reason, guys, they are on the defending side. And eventually, if you talk about Ascent, it is actually a bit of a defense oriented map. So I think teams can get a lot of value out of it.
Well, let's see how they're gonna create that value. And KJ can be really useful when it comes to, when it comes to Ascent. She can easily hold on to bomb side B all alone with a good setup. But let's see, it's a dual sentinel composition coming up from the side of Ace as well. They do have a deadlock as well as that Cypher, so it's not gonna be that easy for Top as well. Top is the one that is on the attacking side to begin with. And look at that.
Yeah.
What is Ace doing? What are they planning? Let's see. Nobody's carrying mid. Only deadlock on B side. Cypher finally on the mid. So yeah, let's see. Let's wait and watch what's gonna happen in this very first round.
I think the first round is obviously not going to be that much of a util heavy, but they are actually tanking up the A. One-way smoke is out there on the A mains. Maybe there are going to be some crucial picks coming out from that corner as well. But a barrier mesh activated onto the B. So they know that for the next 40 seconds, nobody is going to make approach. Specifically, when you have pistols to play with, you can't really break down that barrier that easily. On the vines, we get to see a nano swarm so that they can clarify that angle as well. Gave up the triggers, then the paranoia is in the hands. Omen is patiently waiting to see if somebody initiates, and then obviously that paranoia is going to hit them. That smoke, that blind is going to be beneficial for them for a lot of reasons, to be honest. And let's see if they're going to queue in for that. Masters once again pulls off a smoke. But this smoke was actually on B main. Interesting. Yeah, nullifying every single approach. But Aman from the back end is out there. And he rotated from the tiles. Oh no. Aman is going to be the game changer indeed. And he claps not just one but three players. Top esports, a very good start for them. They were able to completely turn the game around. There was nobody tanking up onto the free angle. There was nobody who was checking that angle. Okay, we have a grab net utilized. Will he get one? Oh, indeed, he gets one. He gets two, probably. Oh, yes, there you go, Vim. He retaliates on a Sentinel. This guy just is phenomenal. I have been criticizing the approach of bringing Deadlock and Cypher in a map where KJ can be very beneficial. But I think this guy is just going to prove me wrong, and I would be more than happy to see that because at the end, 2-0 is what makes me happy as well.
Over there.
Yeah, indeed it does. And again, Raider, I believe comfort agents, your comfort agent is the best you can pick, right? If you're comfortable with an agent, if you're well familiar with its abilities, you know how to utilize it with a proper timing, I think that is the best agent you can play along with. So maybe that
Agreed.
is deadlock
Yeah.
for Wimp, and if it is, then I'd like to see what else he can do. Meanwhile, one tap god, he is on that jet, and that jet is the best he can get. I know, I've seen him play. We both have seen him play, and he is so good with jet. He does just give them a one shot and
Mhm.
just out of the situation. But right now,
Blocking movement.
it's a scattered attack. Well, they're not initiating on towards a single side. There are two people on bomb side B main, one on A main, and Jet is trying to obliterate
Yeah.
the mid. Well, trying to make her way in, and if she does, then it's going to be chaotic for Team Ace.
Shock dart.
Oh, the shock dart, it is going to hurt him for sure. But no, the placement was not that on point. Should have gone for a little right. But we have one guy who is
Mhm.
pretty low, and that's the Sova. He's super duper low at this point, like down to 30% HP. And as we can see, the two dots, one of them is pretty much filled for Asmodium Colosseum Esports. That means they have got one map in the name, and that was the map of Icebox. All they need to get is just this one. Ascent is one of those favorite maps, and in some interviews, I've seen
30
that this
seconds
team have
left.
claimed that the favorite map that they love to play every time is Ascent. So I think in Ascent, you need to be very, very, very precise with your play, very, 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 very efficient. After claiming that it's your favorite map, I think this is the best way to prove that how favorite of a map it is. But the timer is running very low. Look at Noob.
10
He's like
seconds
down to
left.
10% HP, gets compromised by Easy. One
One
tap card has
enemy
been one
remaining.
tap.
Right here.
6 more seconds to play with. Easy finds
Death
one more.
is cold.
Dr. Evil is going to count it out. Just a single guy who has been taken down, but the bonus buy is still going to be efficient and valuable for the lads of Team Asmodium Colosseum Esports. Ace Academy is acing their way to a victory. But trust me, just like this round, just like this initial two rounds, we got to see the map of Icebox as well, where it was a 2-0 scoreline, and then 2-2 came into the picture, then 4-2, then 4-4. So a lot of CISO ride has been there in the first game, and we get to see a pause once again coming through. Interesting.
Well, let's see. Wimp is top fragging right now with a 4 zeros. Yeah, a very good KD, a very good KD. He has got 4 frags up until now, 0 deaths and an assist in addition. But now it is going to be a bonus round for this team, and I don't know how they're gonna play it out with a bonus round. Remember, top they're gonna have those Vandals, Phantoms, Bulldogs, whatever those players needs, and every single ability. On the other hand, they have to play on the bonus weapons, right? Spectre or maybe Stinger, whatever you have bought in the previous round. Let's see. Top, they're planning to maybe aggress on B side. No, again, scattering a bit, might fake B and then approach towards A side. That could have been a good strategy. Soba, maybe he can give up fake dart, a fake recon might help a bit. But on the other hand, they do have dual sentinels. So there are traps on A side, there are traps on B side. So it is not going to be easy to enter either of the sides.
Agreed. I mean, it is definitely going to be a bit difficult, but let's see at the end who's going to pull through, because that's what really matters. Yes, you are going to have a lot of difficulties from the start of the game till the end, but it all matters on the same fact that who will be valuable. I think at this moment, Aman as an individual can be very, very valuable because of the fact that he can suppress his opponent due to the fact that he has got the 0 point, the other amazing ability, the null command, the ultimate that is going to come after like two frags or probably one diffusal or one plant. That guy can be very, very efficient. But on the defensive side, we have Wimp, as you rightly called it out. He has got a very good KD, and 2 rounds he has not been shattered. He has got 4 amazing frags and 1 assist as well. So he has been part of 5 duels. That's amazing. Apart from that, we have one tap card, which is currently on the back foot. But trust me, this is the exact picture that you want to see from a defending team. You don't want to see your duelist doing the hardships in the defense round as well, and also in the attack rounds. If your sentinels, if your other, I guess, amazing individuals, for example, the initiators and the controllers are doing the job, then the duelist can perform equally well in the next scenario, in the next half.
Well, indeed, you're right, absolutely right. But okay, I think it's a tag break right now. So as soon as this break gets over, we'll get to see the long awaited battle, the second game of the second BO3 series of the day. Yes, the second semi-finals it is. And whoever wins this gets a chance to face Amigos Esports in the finals tomorrow.
Well, guys, we were quick enough. We just went back and we are here once again into the action of one and only Gamdias Challenger Series Season number 2. VALORANT is on the way. And as we dive into the third round, we have the Marshals, we have the Operator. Is it an Operator? Yes, it is an Operator. That early? Okay, interesting. I mean, when you are being that valuable, you can obviously go ahead and get that investment done. For now, the whole team in interest has been blocked by the barrier meshes available. Boy out there is going to put a lot of pressure onto their opponent. But Wimp, being the sentinel that he is, the way he saved the first round, I'm already in admiration of what he did.
Well, let's see what's gonna happen, considering Hellboy is already pretty low. Well, he's maybe on 40 HP or something. Chat, oh, chat holding on with that Operator. So if somehow someone even dares to peek on the mid, then he is completely out of the game. Omen waiting at A main.
30
Meanwhile,
seconds
Spike
left.
is on B main. Remember, Spike is with KO. KO and Sova moving slowly and steadily, trying to make their way through the trees. Yes. Oh, KJ. Deadlock. Having no idea about KJ, but no, finally spots him. Takes her down. And there you go. Spike is down. A
enemy
good
remaining.
paranoia coming up
10
from the
seconds
side
left.
of Masters. And now it's all down to this Sova. Who's gonna go down? Oh, before he got down, he took two with him. He got
Yeah, he
Jet,
still
he
got two.
yeah, he still got two. That's amazing. Like that's pretty good. But remember, that was a buy round from their side. So team
What?
top, they are not very happy with their buy.
Even was
Odin
like
coming
I
in.
have so much buy that I'm going to like just completely throw that Spectre out of the map, and now the Odin. I mean, this is exactly what this map is famous for. Recon dart, get the info, and then Odin spam. Because we have paper thin walls in this map, we can easily spam them out. Look at this whole angle. Yes, he's going to spam from here. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to put a lot of pressure onto his opponent, but won't be valuable enough, of course, if you don't have the info where the players are. Can he go for a recon? I think he should actually go for a recon dart and then eventually go ahead and get that spam done. Yep, finally a recon dart. Wise choice. No, cancels it.
Scanning
Okay,
ahead.
interesting. Recon dart. Will he get info? No, not at all. Had no info about where the players are. Some shock darts probably. Yep, that's exactly what he's going to choose. So a util heavy game coming in from his corner, but Wimp on the other corner shuts down AF Nu. But
Right
look
here.
at this. In the mid, we have Jet so deep. Hellboy is already there in market and pizza region. Interesting.
Well, indeed he is, but I like how Wimp is a completely different person in this match. Well, with the deadlock, he's just getting so good frags, and there you go, one tap god with that Operator, and Odin spam a
One
bit late,
enemy
a
remaining.
shorty and a shorty frag coming up for one tap god. Now this is what you call agent specialization. Easy comes in, gets bleak, and with this it's a 4-0 scoreline. Well, a very good start, and Raider, we keep on discussing how if a team gets a 1-0 lead, they are very confident
Yeah.
and their game becomes very aggressive in the second game, and very good too. And I think this is the live example of of the saying, because Team Ace, they are in a completely different form. In the icebox, they were struggling a bit. We have seen a 0-2, a 2-2, then a 3-3. But in this map, on the map of Ascent, they are dominating
Yeah.
with a one-sided abomination, and already a 4-0 scoreline. But one tap god completely misses the op shot.
See, the fact is that Icebox was the map pick of Top Esports, so it's kind of justified that Top Esports is going to come back or maybe
I
get a
cannot
good
use
lead
that.
in their favor. But still, at the end, Ace was able to like
Spike
pull the
planted.
round in their favor, pull the map in their favor. But can they continue in their favorite map? That's what we wanted to know. And
Going
so far,
drone.
4-0 equation already explains that yes, they are capable enough to get that whole equation under control. Shock Dart goes in, damages him out a bit. But the info that has been revealed, it is going to be beneficial for them as Easy finds one. Omen is out there putting some smokes, but he gets compromised. The last man standing is going to be out there. He's on gen probably. No, he's rotating from tree. What? Noodle theft being utilized. They get that info, and the last man standing has also been compromised. That's it. It's easily a 5-0, and that's why in every single interview that we have asked these guys that which is your favorite map, which map do you love to explore, it is going to be Ascent. The answer is remains same for them. Ascent is the most favorite. Lotus is the second one, but we don't have Lotus in the map pool right now as the bans have been delivered. But Ascent, this was a big mistake from Top Esports, not reading that, not getting that info that Ascent is one of those maps where this team goes all in, and we can clearly see the tactical timeouts that are coming through. They're a very big explanation of what is a real amount of pressure, what type of a pressure, to be honest, is there on the heads of team Top Esports right now. Yeah, the name is Top Esports, but honestly, they're even I guess not effective in getting a single round.
Let's see what's gonna happen. As you have as you have said, Ascent is like the favorite map of Team Ace, and they are playing right like it. They're playing uh, very good. They're completely dominating. Although in the previous round, Jet made a bit of mistake. One tap god, he died with that operator without even landing a single shot. But the way the team covered it up, and the way Wimp is playing, man, he's playing phenomenal with that deadlock. He's getting 2-3 kills every single round. So it's a 5-0 lead, and they need to figure something out. Otherwise, there's no way. If Team Ace keeps on getting rounds like this, then you might get a round in the middle, but it won't even affect them. And even in this round, there's not even a proper buy in top sense.
Agreed with the fact that they don't have a proper buy. I think, of course, this equation is going to be a little bit more enticing for them. There you go. One tap god finds a crucial one. He opens up once again with a crucial, lovely frag coming through. Now he needs to continue on that meta. He needs to outperform his opponent. Barrier mesh. This is going to be a bit troublesome for them. Needs to back out Wimp. He knows when to pay the respect to their opponent. But one tap god, he is not going to be any respecting. He's not going to respect any movement at this point. Gets a 3k already, but won't get many more as he was cornered by Nothing to See. That Omen with the shortest step,
One
he was
enemy
sneaky enough to
remaining.
put him away. Nothing to See, actually can't see anything, and it's basically, guys, a 2v5 equation. First 3 flags going in the favor of one tap, and the last 2 going in the favor of that Omen. That's all, guys. A 2v5 equation delivered. 6-0. What is happening? Well, guys, this kind of stunning performance is obviously something which is amazing, but you can have some stunning range of cabinets which is available at, of course, Gamdias. What you can do is scan that QR on the bottom left of the screens that you're watching right now, and of course follow them on the socials as well. That is @Gamdias in. That's the social media handle on Instagram. Go ahead and follow them so that you can get all the updates regarding newest cabinets and newest IPs of these amazing actions that you can have. All the PC gamers, your haven, your setup, your aesthetics of the setup is here on Gamdias.
Yep, do check it out and get it now. What are you waiting for? As for the game, once again, Wimp. Well, Wimp is on fire. I keep on saying this. Wimp is on fire with that deadlock on this map of Ascent. The way he's playing, he's getting all those first bloods. And there you go. He got 2 early frags in the round. Well, will back off as soon as possible. And now all of the 3 players are kind of not in a good position. It's like they are in a prison cell. They have nowhere to go. They are getting hunted. And Masters and Tap God once again gonna hunt them down, and a 7-0 on the scoreboard. Well, it seems like a pretty one-sided match, and it is completely opposite of what we have seen in the previous game.
Well, the previous game was the map pick of Top Esports, so it's justified that Top Esports is going to come back in that one. But once you get to see the map pick of this amazing team known as Asmodium Coliseum Esports, well, the way they are playing Ace Academy, they are doing wonders, to be honest. I am totally in love with the way they are moving around. They are trying to figure out some good moves. They are trying to like maneuver around and get all those rounds in their control. Even the post-ban scenario looks good. They're quite composed with their approach. That's what makes me happy. As a caster, we love to enjoy this kind of action. But here comes a good retaliation. Oh, I thought maybe he's going to get something, but Nothing to See got nothing at that point. Well. Not a very good sight. Your duelist is already compromised. You do have 2 ultimates to work with from the Shadow and Hunter's Fury. Top Esports, what's your next choice of action? Need to know that. In Vines, we have the KO stuck. He can't really relocate. Yes, of course, if there is some flashes that he have bought, then he can rotate. But look at this guy, the Eagle Eye Hunter, known as One Tap God. He's patiently waiting to see if somebody's going to peep.
Waiting patiently, KO with the knife. So let's see. Oh, a good flash by Aman.
Here.
But on the other hand, the whole team, they're waiting and they're making sure. Oh, look, they enter. Aman goes down and one tap god on fire.
One enemy
Meanwhile,
remaining.
the deadlock Wimp is still in the game. KJ, the last man
30
standing.
seconds
Position
left.
has already been compromised,
escape.
and now the whole team is gonna hunt this KJ down.
No more to
And
oppose
there you
us.
go, is Doctor Evil.
Scanning
Gonna
ahead.
get this.
My
final
quiver is
frag.
never full.
And with this, it's a 8-0 score line. Man, what is going on? At this point, I don't see a top, I don't even see top getting 2-3 rounds in their favor. Well, they at least need to get a single round. They at least need to start their game. Look at their frags. Aman is the top fragger with only 4 frags. This is
Wow.
a huge difference. Wow.
When your top fragger is stuck at 4 frags,
Right
that is
here.
even lesser than the amount of rounds that you have played. We know what's happening, guys. We know that the pressure is so much, so high, so drastic. You might not be able to be valuable. One tap god falls back from the equation. Lot of Odin spam, and through that he gets 1, but can he get 2? There was a possibility. One tap god with that operator also finds that Jet out. They are just so amazing. They're in sync at this point. I just have to say this. Omen on the other corner has completely relocated himself to the CT spawn. A good flank from his corner as well. He is looking forward to get some backstabs, but there are two individuals to be honest on the side. One is there in the boathouse, another one is behind the box, and the third guy is there on catwalk at swim. The sentinel. He knows that there might be somebody who is lurking on the mid, and this guy, the Omen, look at him. He's holding the B main. Aman might have the inside of it, but no, Aman is going to get compromised. Nothing valuable from that corner. F Noob. So far, F Noob is stuck at 0 frags. Oh, finally he opens up. Finally he gets 1. But can he get more?
Well, both the players are
player
pretty
standing.
low. Oh, but F-Noob. He's gonna get a frag and now it's all down to this deadlock.
30 seconds
Well,
left.
luckily, he is intact fully. He does have 100 HP, 50 shield HP.
No
And
escape.
he does know where the player is. No, he's not locked. One tap is all it takes. And there you go. Vim gets the final frag. And this round was pretty close. I think the closest round we have ever seen. 9-0 on the clock. 9-0 on the scoreboard. And Tap God is playing amazing. Wimp is doing wonders.
Over
And
there.
right now, Ace, they are all set to get to the finals and face Amigos Esports tomorrow.
I think so. Yeah, I totally believe that that's exactly what the play is going to be in the finals as well. Because
No escape.
honestly, the way things have been panning out for now clearly showcases that top esports have nothing to really offer. Every single time when they're coming back with a full buy, they're just getting shattered. Now Hellboy, if he peaks, he will be back to spawn. He'll be sent back to spectating mode, that's for sure. Okay, now of course this guy is stuck in a very big iffy situation, but one tap god. Brilliant play coming in from the other side with the help of one, I believe, all drone, and after that following it up with some guardian shots, they were able to counter him. Now it's a 2v5 equation.
finally.
That's good. That's really good. That's one of those rounds where maybe the space is going to get granted for them. Let's see. Dr.
Last
Evil,
player
he's checking all
standing.
the corners, but he gets spotted by nothing to see. And it's a flawless win. After so many rounds out of your hands, you get a flawless win. What are you doing, Top Esports? Why are you giving us hopes?
Let's see. There's still hope. Again, as you have said, it could be a 9-3 half. We might see a curse.
Yeah.
We might see a comeback. But let's see. There's still hope because that was a flawless round. That was not just just a whiff. It was not just out of luck. They've annihilated the whole lineup once. They can do it again and again and again till they get 13 rounds on board. But let's see. Let's not get our hopes high. Let's wait for this round because that is Team Ace we are talking about. They can still come back. We do have Ace Dr. Evil and Dr. Evil with that Odin. They're not allowing him to, utilize that recon completely. Nothing to see. Moving on towards bomb site A slowly and steadily. Looks like Omen. Deadlock goes down. Hellboy. That was smooth. And now the tree is clear. They can still make to the site, or they can rotate and surprise everyone on B side.
From the shadow is available, but one tap god. What a brilliant shot that was. He gets one. Hellboy finds two. Oh, beautiful shots. Turn of immense. 3v4. It could be a 9-2. I totally believe that. Because look at Hellboy, even after taking two individuals down, this guy is still there, readily available with 150 HP. Like 50 is the heavy shield that he has got, and 100 HP as well. That's brilliant. Masters slowly creeping in, slowly moving forward. The 1v2 equation gets one. Can he get two? No! How could you miss that? Big blunder done by
seconds
Masters. Could have easily taken down that Sova, but at the end that didn't happen. Last two individuals. It all trickles down to what Evil can do at this point. He has got that Odin in his hand. Shock dart. Probably going to push him a bit, but that recon, it is going to give up the info. And he is also low now. Not a very good sight to watch. But from trees, we have Amun
Player
swinging around.
standing.
But that operator is not going to be valuable enough. Precision is something which he lacked. And that's it, guys. There you go. 9-2. Brilliant rounds coming in from Top Esports. Although they have
Last
lost
round
a
before
lot
the
of
switch.
rounds. To be precise, 75% of the rounds of this first half are already out of their hands. All they can do is just bring that 25% in their name.
Well, let's see, because I think Omen made a big blunder there. Omen could have easily got that Sova as well. He was completely off guard, and if he could have, then Hellboy wouldn't have even got the site. But then again, what's done is done. Let's see what he's gonna do now, because you need to win this, yo. You cannot allow them to go in with a 9-3 curse. Get around. It's got a 10-2 scoreline after the very first half.
Wait.
God is moving slowly and
What?
steadily.
What?
Whoa, Vim! Nothing to see, got Vim,
Nice
but
cover.
Vim got Hellboy. That was a really good cover. Yeah.
Agreed. I mean, what a good cover. I thought, what is this happening? Where is this guy watching? But eventually he was getting a cover from Wimp, and eventually it was good. The cover was pretty efficient. But the other player has now relocated himself with the shadow step. The Omen is now there on the vines. So he's using the From the Shadow, the ultimate. Oh yeah. Where is he relocating to? Okay, finally to the B mains. And from there, the players are rotating slowly. They do have easy holding of that particular corner, but he knows that the operator can hurt him a lot. Deadlock is down, that's why the sonic sensor is not going to be valuable enough. But they get the info. Need
You
to
should
relocate.
run.
Here comes the attacker's lockdown. It's the last round, so all the ultimates that you have should be invested right now.
30 seconds
Yes,
left.
indeed, that is necessary now. Okay, that just the lockdown. Let's see what he can do. But no, he got taken down. Meanwhile, Dr. Evil gets down 2. Now, oh! Masters gets 2.
Spike planted.
Whew, that was a 1v2. And now it's all down to a 2-on-2 situation where Omen is pretty low. I don't know Masters if he can even get a single frag. That could have been enough. Meanwhile, KO with 74 HP just waiting and waiting, making sure no one shows up. If someone does, his aim is on the head. Oh, wallbang, tap god. He's pretty low. One tap god, get someone. Paranoia on time with the knives. Let's see. Omen trying to defuse. I think he could have easily done the half. But there you go. Master gets 3. Man, Masters. Well, this Omen is the one who got the round for his team, this one. Well, he got 2
Yeah.
in the kitchen, and then the last one in the form of Sova.
Switching
While he
sides.
was really low. And with this, it's a 10-2 score line. The
Okay,
cards
we know
has
the
been
drill.
diverted
Stick to your
for
roles
now.
and we'll crush
Let's
it.
see if teammates can keep up with the momentum, and if they can get yet another 3 rounds to even out the situation with a 32 scoreline. Let's see if they can, because if they can, then it is
Yeah.
going to be a 2-0 victory in the semi-finals as well.
See, we kind of criticized that Masters on E-main. He kind of lost that 1v2 fight in his favor. But look at what happened after that. In the very next round, he comes up with a 1v3. That's what the beauty is. In the market region, he was able to get 2. And then finally, also on the Ilong, he was able to convert 1 more. So that's pretty amazing. That really shows that how far individuals have gone. Ace Academy in their favorite map, they lost just 2 rounds so far, but they have won like 10 rounds. And that's a big statement against their opponent. Hellboy is coming up close, a 1v smoke here. It is going to be beneficial for them. But as we can see, the approach towards B is something that they are also considering. They have 2 sentinels, that means a lot of luck gameplay is going to queue in. Flashbang, nothing valuable out of that equation. We do have a Omen holding that particular corner. He has a classic. He's got a classic. Fighting against individuals who have got Ghost and Sheriff with a classic. It's going to be troublesome for him, but there you go. Nothing to see. He's going to make sure that one tap is going to have nothing to see.
Barrier deployed.
For sure, that ghost headshot was so on point, and now Wimp entering through the mid. Yeah, noob, he just got stuck, but he does have that Sova. Meanwhile, oh, Wimp seems unstoppable. Dr. Evil on the site as well. There goes the opponent Sova, and now it's a 3-on-4 retake situation. With
Spike
Sova
planted.
on a pretty low HP. Just a shot on the leg will do the job. Hellboy moving on towards the site. Oh, little does he know that there's a Omen. There's a Omen sitting there. And Aman gets one. Nothing to see. Gets the second one. And Hellboy making the way. It's all down to Wimp. Wimp has been an amazing player till now. But now
One
it's a
enemy
1v2. Okay, he got one. A 1v1. And
What?
Wimp gets
No, are you
another
serious?
good clutch. A 1v3 coming up from
Wow.
the side of Wimp. Wimp on deadlock is top level gameplay. No doubt, Raider. What is this guy
Start.
doing this day?
Yeah. I just
there.
want to put one more thing.
Caution here.
Remember guys, the first round of this map, it was Wimp who got a 4K in that round as well. Who clutched it away.
Yeah.
And again, in another pistol round, this guy did it again. Just give him the pistols, man. I think he's just going to be phenomenal. And not just that, even if you see like in the following rounds, in the next few rounds, we got to see him just doing wonders with his Sheriff, with his other weapons. He has so far been very, very valuable. The Gravnet, it is not going to detect anyone. But yes, with the flashpoint, there was the players who needed to fall back. One tap guard gets Aman away. And in the very second round, you get a Vandal. That's a big, bold statement.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Let's see what's gonna happen. And there you go, Dr. Evil. With that Bulldog gets
Last player
okay, a
remaining.
ghost battle. Dr. Evil with a 4K, and this
4K.
round was so quick, man. There was
Match
not even
Yeah.
a need of stepping inside the site to plant. It was all a gun game, and they've got a very good round in their favor. And now it's all down to this match point. Let's see if Ace can finish the job with this particular round.
I believe they can do because of the fact that they do have some decent buys in their favor. Obviously, 2 individuals are out there with like half shields, but this is a very committed round coming in from both the sides, as we can see. Uh, okay, it's the defenders which are kind of lurking at this point. I am really very sorry about the fact that I said that 2 half shields are there. No, it's basically all full shields coming through from the attackers, but the half shields are coming in from the other side. Even after the fact that these guys are playing on a full buy, they don't
have the
have
spike.
the shields to work with. They are compromising in terms of utils. Let's see. Recon gets them the info of 2 individuals. Can they shut them away? Not at all. Another recon dart from this time. This time it is going to be from the other side. The recon is going to give them that info that they need, but from the right we have F-Noob. Nobody got that info about him. He gets a 4K!
down B.
And finally Masters shut him away. What was that? A heavy invested round coming in. It's compromised like that. It's a shame when it comes to team Ace Academy right now because of the fact that the way they lost this particular matchup. Honestly, this was a round that they could have easily converted. But anyway, guys, I have no complaints as such because it's a 12-3 scoreline. Just 15 rounds have passed. There are so many more rounds where Asmodium can easily come back.
Indeed they can, but still, that was a rookie mistake. How could you just miss the angle even though you have lost 1 player, 2 player, 3 player, and you've lost 4 players to the same guy? So yeah, that was a big blunder,
Yeah.
and no matter what the situation is, that was a very big mistake. But still, they do have a big chance. They do have a long game, as you've seen. It's a 12-3 score line, so they can easily, even though they lose like 4-5 rounds in a row, even if this is a 12-8 score line, then even then they'll be in a very big lead. Masters holding on. Now they're going to play a bit slow, trying to surprise the opponent, trying to obliterate the mid area. Deadlock is so far ahead on the mid. And so is Jet. There goes Easy. Gets F Noob. This time and highlighted F Noob as soon as possible after what he did in the previous round. One tap god gets to one, and now they do have bomb
That
side
could
B
be
without losing even a single player. Though Jet as well as Cypher are pretty low, but then again the gun power is still the same.
Wimp is holding the pizza region. Paranoia cues in. Hellboy is going to get him away. Nothing to see. Counters back. As Easy was able to step out of the equation. It's a 2v2 fight. Hunter's Fury available. But the Jet is not having that HP. Timer is running low. Aman needs to push in. Recon. It is going to give that the info. Or it is going to just delay the attack. That's exactly what is happening. The defender Omen is putting some smokes onto A-main and also on the both house. Here comes the flash. Now their players are going to swing high-low combination. Nothing works. Aman in a single spray takes both the players down. This is a classic CS strategy, guys. High-low combinations. But honestly, when you have a weapon like Vandal which whiffs a lot, I think that is still going to be ineffective.
Indeed, it is going to be ineffective. Aman came in and Aman just completely obliterated both the players. Like, just wait for some seconds, wait for a few seconds, maybe for a few rounds, maybe to get the match point. But let's see, is it going to be an eco round from, from the team? Let's see, let me know. Is it an eco round for Ace? I think so, because they've lost 2 back-to-back rounds with a good buy. So I don't think they have crats to come up with heavy buys like Vandals or Phantoms maybe. Noob again, F Noob. Oh, they're going all in. Easy gets Hellboy. Well, that was a so wide push. And there you go. Easy goes down. Sova trying to enter. And there you go. Top does know that they do not have a proper buy, and Top, they are using it to their advantage as much as possible.
They went on so
Well, all of a sudden, Raider, all of a sudden, attackers are the defenders and defenders are the attackers.
Yeah, exactly, man. All thanks to the left alone type of scenario coming through. Annihilation being utilized. Oh, the ultimate is just not going to be effective enough. Top Esports once again fights back. But a good round from Mesmodium as well, as they were able to like crunch out and eventually get the plant. They will have some interesting, I guess, buys in the next particular scenario. But remember, guys, the ultimates, look at them. Loads of ultimates are available from Top Esports. As a defender, they have Hunter's Fury, from the Shadow, the Blade Storm, the Lockdown. So they have no worries with respect to the ultimates. From the other side, the attackers have got what? Neural Theft? It is going to be valuable to get that info, but indeed, before that, you need to put one down from the opponent's side so that you can use that Neural Theft of Cypher. And then Hunter's Fury, of course. In the post-ban scenario, it can be amazing. In order to clear the site, I doubt it is going to be effective, because you know that there is a certain trajectory that you can only explore using this amazing utilization of those ultimates. For the players, yes, they are getting detected, they are getting spotted, the info has been revealed. Can they shut them away? Wimp finds one and it's Hellboy. A big blow to the morale. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. Oh, they spot one. Tapgod gets one more. Interesting. Now it's Top. Goes down to like 2 members.
I know
This could be the last round, guys. I have doubts
Get out of my way!
Simple
with
like
respect to Top Esports. Can they pull off? Blade Storm, not that effective, and finally, yes, he gets countered, but look at that. Game of Black also goes out by Masters, and Aman becomes the last man standing. He indeed switches up to an ultimate of the Null command, but there comes the Hunter's Fury, who is going to hunt that KO and put him out of his misery. With 18 rounds passed in this equation, we have the results, guys. We have the 2 finalists after seeing the 2 semifinals today. Initially, it was, of course, Amigos Esports with the scoreline of 13-3 and 13-2. And then in the semifinals, match number 2, against another interesting team known as Top Esports, we have Ace Academy, Asmodium Colosseum Esports. What they have got is basically a 13-11 in Icebox and a 13, if I'm not wrong, 6 or somewhere around, 6 or 5.
Yeah, fine.
Amazing.
Indeed, amazing. And
Yeah.
now these two giants, these two amazing teams are going to face each other tomorrow in the finals. Another BO3 series. And I'm really excited to see Amigos taking on Ace. Ace is a great lineup, but then again, there were so many whiffs from their side. They have made multiple blunders. So I do believe they need to watch their gameplay again and again and need to improve till tomorrow, because Amigos is a very good lineup and there was not even a single blunder from their side in both the maps.
I mean, to be honest, they were playing in a very textbook approach that made me absolutely happy because whenever it comes to Valorant and games like that, you need to have a good strategy. The meta is something that you can explore a lot. You can play along with that. That's exactly what the guys of Amigos Esports were doing. So for that reason, yes, I truly believe that Amigos Esports can secure even the finals as well. They can secure the title of winning the Challenger season number 2 because of the fact that they were so composed, so synergized. The only thing that can go wrong is the iGeling, and in the past, in like 2 to 3 days ago, we have seen, I personally have seen that these two teams have done something interesting. So let's see what they're going to do tomorrow, how effective they can be, what value they can bring into the picture. I think Ace Academy, the value that they can bring with respect to one tap god and also players who are playing on controllers, that is going to be good for them. But from the other side, I think Amigos Esports is also another interesting team which can bring in a lot of value. They just don't have that IGL, so that decision factor is something that might put some hindrance into their play style. Otherwise, all said and done, the gameplay, the action, the precision, the aim power of Genola, Xeon, Nico, all these individuals from Amigos Esports, that's just good. Let's just say that.
Yeah, they are amazing. They indeed are amazing. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. But this is it for semi-finals day of this Gamdias Challenger Series. Executed partner LAE Gamers. You guys can surely check out all the sites of Gamdias, and you can, you can upgrade your setups as well. But for this, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.
propose that we embrace love, hope, and our affection. Nostalgia is crashing down, a bittersweet burning feeling. 'Cause when I start to look around, home isn't the same way you're leaving. Our memories won't last forever, not longing for eternity. So baby, let's get back together. I'll show you what you need, a symphony.